What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome back to another day at Gamescom with Angelic, Layla, and PB. So, what's up? Hey, Sparrows, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Wanted to come vibe and make a new friendo. Well, we're glad you're here. Glad you're here, and thanks for dropping in. We're gonna be watching the rest of Gamescom because I did not finish watching it today. My sister is getting married and we did like dress fittings and all that good stuff, so I did not do it earlier, but we're gonna do it now, and I'm excited to see all these games and shit. So we're gonna be hanging out doing that. Let me go ahead and pause this, then we can go ahead and switch over. I was confused seeing Gamescom stuff this late in the day. Yeah, I unfortunately, like I said, I had a lot of stuff going on and I wasn't able to do it right away. So we're doing it now. But thankfully, we have a couple more days of Gamescom until the 25th, I believe. So we are Gucci. Gucci. And people, night owls like us, or people like who don't get to settle down until later in the day, are able to watch it now too. So we big chillin'. I'm super glad I found you on Twitter. Hey, I'm glad you found me on Twitter too. Let's go. Excited. Oh, the wiggles. The wiggles. What kind of games do you like to play? Ready or not? Another game I'm be shit at. Because I can't drive in video games. That was the first game that terrified me from driving, actually. Wide variety, actually. Let's go. You are multi-talented in the gaming industry, and with your patience of gameplay. That's what I hear. You will pace through anything. No, GTA's cruise control on San Andreas, like, it literally haunted me for the rest of my life. I kept crashing into everything.
For the first time, Xbox Game Studios,
I like to stream different genres and vibes. Hey, that's awesome. I'm happy. Yeah, we do a lot of different shit. Usually with the community, our friends are like, play this. And I'm like, no. And they're like, I bought it, so you have to.
Xbox the
best
place for gaming.
And to do
Flippo, what's up, Flip? How are you doing? Welcome in.
Because with this many titles,
do you want to press the button? Okay, shout out, yeah. It's gone over here. Flip.
Play and properly fan out over the latest titles.
There we go. Bam.
Somebody has to do it.
So get yourself ready for some interviews, live gameplay, and some big announcements across Xbox consoles, PC, and cloud, plus all the latest titles from Game Pass.
You have a button? I do. It's on the Stream Deck.
Seen the brand new game mode reveal for
one of the gadgets that Elgato does, like, sells, that I love actually a lot.
On Forza Horizon 5.
But first, it's over to
button.
To help kick off our show, we've got some very
familiar
faces here with us. It's Sarah.
Yeah, her hair is actually like all might yellow. It's really great.
Question, how does it feel to be here at Xbox's Gamescom?
I'm guessing you cosplay. I do cosplay here and there. I will not say that I'm a professional cosplayer. Like, I would not disgrace the cosplaying name for some of those who are out here making their cosplays and slaying and slaving away to make something super gorgeous and creative, when I just, like, buy mine on Amazon.
Experiences with games that you can play, things you can see, incredible photo opportunities.
I noticed bunny ears in your Twitter profile pic. Yes, because I am the bunny hero. In some days I'm the bunny hero.
Which is all
you don't need to be professional to be legit as a cosplayer. Well, I appreciate you.
For us, our first Gamescom with Activision, Blizzard,
I appreciate you, Rose. That's very kind of you.
Xbox all here together. So there's definitely something special. All the teams have gotten together, and I think there's just such great representation.
press the
I'll also
button.
say the industry's gone through a
Ayy.
lot of transition with our shows. And seeing
You're
Gamescom as strong as
welcome.
ever
You're
with
appreciated.
fans, consumers
I
coming
love
in,
showing
all the
love to
creators
other
that are here,
cosplayers. I
strength
love
across
that
Europe.
too.
Like we need
I
more
am
of
a,
this
I
in
am
the
a
industry. I'm
definitely
glad
a
we're here
lover
supporting.
person.
And it's just awesome to
Don't
see
look
how
at any of the videos of
gamers
me
show up
punching
to
the
support the show.
bags,
Bigger and
playing
better
the
every
punching
year.
bag
We
game
love to see it.
online. I
Before we
actually
come to the
love
booth, though, I
everyone.
actually want to talk. I saw you both were at Open
Mantis
Night Live
shrimp.
yesterday, and there was some pretty
Mantis
amazing
shrimp.
reveals and news in there. So, what was it like? I couldn't get a
I
ticket,
do, no, but I do
unfortunately,
love
but what
people
was it
in
like
the
to be in the
space,
room
and I
with
want
that live
everybody to
reaction?
join our
There's nothing
community
better
and
than
be in
being
the
in the room with
space.
the
I am
live
somebody who's like,
reaction and
come
to
hang out
just
with us.
see people marvel at the things
Can't
that
stay
are being
long, but wanted to
made,
say, hey
all the
y'all,
work being showcased, and folks
hey
put so much work
y'all.
into bringing that forward.
Okay, sorry.
I'd say for me,
What's up, Winter?
it was really
I'm
cool
glad
to
you
see
stopped
Game
by to
Pass
say hey.
titles in the show. I think we had over a dozen
What's up,
titles that are
Zoo?
coming to Game Pass in the
What's
show.
up,
It's
Zoo?
just a
How you doing?
fantastic
Welcome
lineup.
in.
But I was especially
You doing
excited
good.
to
I'm glad.
announce that Genshin
Thank you,
Impact is
Flip.
coming to
Oh,
Xbox.
yeah, that's not
Oh, who they want?
Yeah.
Flip.
There's some
Gotcha.
pretty cool Game Pass rewards that are going to be part of that.
Yeah.
There's going to be
Yes,
full cross progression,
Notland.
and it's also going
Notland
to
is
be on
finally here,
cloud.
even though we didn't
So
get enough
that
melanated
one was a
characters.
real
But, you
highlight
know.
for me because I know so many fans are excited. To
You said it
enjoy
was like
that on the
Monster
Xbox.
Hunter.
I love when creators are making new things.
That's
And
funny.
it's you have to be really brave.
I'm
to
okay.
come to a
How y'all
show,
doing?
maybe
We're
before
doing
you're
good.
done,
We're
show
doing
your
good. I
game,
beat you
get
to the button.
feedback.
Dang, Flip.
Teams
Flip
that are
was like,
creating new games. I thought the diversity of games of the show was awesome.
absolutely,
From
yes.
big, huge games to smaller games, things we've
That's
heard
funny.
of, seen, things we hadn't heard of. I also have to say Genshin. We
her
got to
hair
meet
is
with the MiHoYo team earlier in
gorgeous
the
with
day,
the all
and they had
might
such
yellow
excitement
hair.
for their announcement. And it was nice to be able to support that.
Oh, fantastic. And obviously, we're going
Yes.
to talk about Opening Night Live.
Oh,
We saw
dang,
some
you guys can't see her
amazing
because I
stuff
put
from
my
Indiana Jones and the
fucking
Great
camera
Circle
right
as well. There
on
was
her
that
head.
exciting release date. We also saw the news about
There we
PlayStation as
go.
well, which is really cool. I'm really interested in that. So I want to know how this connects back to Xbox's perspective on how and when this approach happens to other
Charlie
titles.
and I,
mean,
our
I'll
Twitter
start just
move-
saying Machine
What a
Games is
move.
doing such a
Oh,
nice
that's
job with that
cool.
game. I thought it
Let's
showed really
go.
well. And that's the most
With,
important thing
move-
is quality of the games,
Yeah.
Who
teams
is
that are getting
streaming with
support
you? It's
that can go
Peeps.
build the game. And it was just nice. The long gameplay segment that they had, I
Peep.
thought was fantastic. Going to the PlayStation
Gamer
announcement, obviously
artist.
last
I
spring,
don't
we
call
launched
you
4
PB
games,
Cake.
2 of them
I
on
don't
the
know
Switch,
what. I
4
just
of them on
it's
PlayStation, and we
Peeps.
said we're going to learn. We said we'd watch. I think it showcased, I might have said,
Charlie
from
and
our
I,
learning, we're
our
going to do
Twitter
more.
moves.
What I see when I look is our
Twitter
franchises are
moves.
getting stronger.
What is a Twitter
Our
move?
Xbox console players are as high this year as they've ever
Now
been.
that I'm like,
So I
what
look
is
at
a
it
Twitter
and I
move?
say, okay, our player numbers are going up for the console platform. Our franchises are as strong as they've ever been. And we
Shout
run a
out,
business.
Baby Cake.
Like it's definitely true inside of Microsoft. The bar is
Oh,
high for us
Twitter
in terms of the delivery that we have to
mutuals.
give back to the
Basically,
company.
we follow
'cause we
each
get
other.
a level
Okay.
of support from the company
Okay.
that's just amazing
That's
and
what's
what
up.
we're able to go do.
Sometimes
So
I
I look
like
at
you
this,
know
how can we
don't
make
know
our games as
everything,
strong as
even
possible?
though
Our
I
platform
try to think
continues
I
to grow,
do.
both on console, on
I'm
PC,
just kidding. I
and
never
on
think
cloud.
I know everything.
And I think it's just going to be a
But I have
strategy
to ask
that works for us.
questions.
And the
I
last
have to
thing I'll
ask
probably
questions
say
because
is I think
I'd
as an
be
industry
like
right
nodding my
now,
head
there's
and I'm like,
there's
no,
a lot of
ask the
pressure on the industry.
question.
It's been growing for a long time, and now people are looking for ways to grow. And I think that us as fans, as players of games, we just have to anticipate there's going to be more change in how some of the traditional ways
I
that
think that
games
has
were
like
built and
different
distributed.
segments.
That's
going to
change.
That.
That's going to
Like
change
per
for all
day
of us. But the
and
end result
whatnot.
has to be better
So,
games that more people
asking
can
questions
play. If
is
we're
how
not
we learn.
focused on that, I think we're
The
focused
more
on the
you
wrong
know.
things. So for us as Xbox, health of Xbox, health of our platform, and our growing games, most important things.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Lovely. Now back to the booth. I
But
saw
for
you
real,
both
though.
walking around earlier before you joined me up here, sneaking some pictures with devs
I
at
want to-
Frontier,
Yeah.
Sega, and GSC Game
Right.
World. So I want to know, Sarah,
I always wanna
specifically
know
what it's like to be
more.
working with our partners here in
I
Europe,
am not
and
af-
what kind
I'm
of
not
evolution we
afraid
can see from
to
these
ask.
partners in
Well,
the future.
the partnership we have with here in Europe is fantastic.
Asking
we have over
questions is how
2,000
we
partners
learn.
in EMEA
Goodness me.
actively building games.
That's a lot of emails.
I know it is a lot of emails for Xbox, PC, and console and cloud today. We've got over
Maybe
20
I
of
should
them
have.
here with us, here in the booth.
What
And
games
it's
have
just been
you
great to
guys
walk
seen so
around,
far
to
that
see what they're
you're
doing,
looking forward to?
2-point museum with the Sega
Blowtopia!
Web. We've got the Stalker 2 team, GSC Game World, back with us, supporting them
I
over the
want
last
that
couple
one.
of years. It's been a real highlight.
Reanimal.
So to get
We
to be able to
Harvest
play their game
Shadows.
again here is fantastic. We just walked over
What
and checked out
else?
Winterboro,
What else?
which
What
is
else?
very
Be
nice.
Gone
Yeah.
Beast.
They look so cute. I'm very excited for that one.
Yeah. And so
What
it's great to be able to
topic?
grow
What do you
here with the
mean?
partners that we have. in Europe.
Photopia and
Amazing.
Infinite.
it also
Yeah,
comes,
yeah,
as
yeah,
well as
yeah.
the amazing support you've got
Infinite
for local devs, is
Nikki.
there's
Yes,
such a
that
huge
one
player base here in
too.
Europe as well.
Yeah,
So what kind
absolutely.
of special
Yes,
stuff are you
yes.
seeing from us
Infinite
over
Nikki.
here?
I like that one
I
too.
mean, Europe's always been really important to
Linked.
Xbox. It used to be
I
we
wanna
treated
play
this
Linked
almost solely as a
as
PC
well.
show. Well, I'm old enough that I remember we used to kind
That
of take
one was
E3 and
cool.
just show it again. Like this
It's
was
so
back when
cute.
we
I want to
didn't really
stream it when
treat
it comes out.
Gamescom with the
Let's
respect
do
that
it
it deserves.
together.
Then we were focused
Let's
more on
play
PC.
together.
Now
I
what
need
we
to
find
apply to get a
here
key.
is
I need to try to get a
putting
key
our
for
games
it.
on PC, on console, really matches to the diverse player base
I
we
have
see
not
in
yet.
Europe.
I need to
Like
do
some of the
it.
strongest franchises
Has
on
anyone
PC
else
are from here. You have
applied
great
for it
console
already?
support. So the most important thing for us is
Because
to show
no.
local support for creators.
It's free to play.
To put
It's
games
free
in
to
the hands
play.
of people. One thing that's
It's
great
free to
about
play.
Gamescom is
yeah.
you can come and you can play the games. You can feel what it's like to play Stalker or Vessel of Hatred from Diablo. Like you get your chance here, and I think that's something special about this show.
I
and
think
it's
you
so
just
accessible to
registered
so
for
much of
beta
Europe.
access.
I just
Yes,
love
I
that we
need to
support
do
it the way
that.
we
I
do.
need to register
Absolutely.
for
And with
beta
the sheer
access. I haven't
scale
done
that
it yet.
demands, as well as you were saying
So,
earlier, Sarah. Absolutely.
With our little
love it.
But
city
yes,
here.
Yeah,
I
the
need
little
to.
city
I
that we're
need
building.
to.
We're the
But if you want to
mayors.
stream it together, I would
So
love
let's
to.
speak a little
I'm
bit more on
down.
hardwares.
Let me
We've
follow you
gone
right
over it a
now.
couple times here.
Me?
Since I've not spoken to you
Restream
since the
doesn't
showcase
let me
at all, which
freaking
is
do
criminal
it
in and of itself.
like this.
But we saw the
So
three new
I
options for
will
the
do
Xbox
it
Series
now.
X and S. So I was wondering if there's a little bit more information we can share about
Well, pre-orders are starting today.
that. Yes, Sarah.
All right.
Pre-order.
We're launching on October 15th in
Nice.
select markets, and we also have
either.
some
I-
very cool
you know what? I
accessibility
will
options,
say
which
it's
we're gonna be
really
talking more
hard
about
to
later
want to
today.
get
And for holiday and
any
the rest of this year,
consoles
some
when you
very
have
cool console wraps that you can get
Oh,
to
It's very hard to
adorn
like
your
be like,
console as you may choose.
Christmas
I
list
can just do
sorted
Game
then.
Pass.
Thank
Yes.
you very much, Sarah.
Or, you
okay,
know,
console options
like,
done. We're
it's
going to
very
hear them coming
rough,
just in time for
but
Call of
I
Duty Black Ops
definitely-
6, which is amazing.
Yeah,
Can't
it
wait for
looked
that.
so
you to
good
help
last
me
night in
remember
the
the
Yeah.
plans.
Oh
Yes,
my
let's
goodness,
do
the just
it.
Campaign
silence.
from Raven, I thought was just awesome.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Talking of games, I do want to know though, what are you going to be playing? Is there anything you've got your eye on?
Hello.
Last year we
Boop.
spoke about Brotato,
Yeah.
and I wanted to give you an update and everyone at home that I have
There
now
we
100%ed Little Kitty Big City, and it
Nice.
is quite possibly the greatest game of all time. But yeah, is there anything on your backlog that you need to catch up on, or anything coming up soon you want to dive into?
Oh, I can't see me
Well,
on
the
Twitter
Game
yet.
Pass lineup is
No.
making the backlog,
Okay, well now you know what? I'm
extraordinarily
gonna
long.
Unforgivable.
go on
And
here.
it's getting even better this
Follow
year,
back.
both on console and PC.
Bam.
We've got
Do you have
Aura
a
coming,
Discord
we have Age of Mythology, Flight Sim
Use
2024,
Discord
which looks incredible.
as
Black
a
Ops
means
6,
of communication?
course, Indiana Jones, Stalker 2. Like it's all like what every month there's something pretty amazing.
It's a lot of games.
There's a lot of games. We like games around here. But I would say from a personal perspective,
Word.
super excited for
But
Diablo
there we
4,
go. Hey,
because
hey,
my father is
yeah,
probably the
what's
biggest
up?
Diablo fan. So
Can't
Vessel
say
of
that in front of
Hatred and that
Phil.
coming up. Yeah, the fact that Vessel of Hatred is coming up is pretty big
There we go.
in their world. And
Perfect.
then I am excited
Perfect.
to play Genshin Impact on
Yes.
Xbox and
Genshin!
particularly to check it out over the cloud.
I am
Yeah, very
gonna
good.
be
We'll
a,
have to do it for
a
that one. That
whole,
sounds
like,
grand.
Yeah.
Love it. Perfect.
Koyo
Phil, anything for you?
creator.
Well, P3 on Xbox Live, people can see what I'm playing.
I mean, I am
lot
one
of
already,
Diablo
but I mean,
4
like,
right now. My
content-wise,
rapid
like,
fire
we're gonna
rogue is
actually start pushing
L100,
all
all my
that
clips
stuff.
to 21.
Yeah.
Having a good time with that. I mean, just love the game playing with my friends. Path of the Goddess
I've
and
done
Iskami,
Sucrose
like our
cosplay
partners
from
at
Genshin
Capcom,
if you
doing
want to
new
see it.
IP.
Yes.
It was awesome to be able to partner with them and something
Yeah.
in Game Pass.
Yes.
They're
I've
investing
done
in
Cookie.
new, like we can actually come in with some financial funding to help support them
yeah, I've done
investing in. And I
Cookie.
just love the color palette, the boss
And,
design, just
have I
a
done anybody
really,
else? I
really
want
fun
to
game. Some old
cosplay as
school kind of tower
Milani.
defense mechanics.
Uh-huh.
I
He's
love
super
that.
cute.
One of the things I get to do every month is I go through the ID selects with the team and we
nice.
vote internally on games from different ID
Who else?
developers.
Dia, I've always wanted to
Daydreams
cosplay.
game I'm really liking. Little boy and his toy teddy bear,
Oh, okay.
and kind of a single player type co-op game. It's fun.
I'm
I
sold.
think a
Sounds
couple
great.
months ago, High Water
Yeah.
was a game that's really good. Like I love when I get a list of games from creators and teams I haven't seen before,
Probably not.
and get to
Probably
dive in. I
farther
think there's
away.
like 15 of them. I play them, and I my vote's just like
Ooh,
anybody
sorry.
else's vote in terms of where they rank. But that's fun. A lot of great games, a lot of kind of new things and things that have been around for a while. Oh, and I'm here, so I'm not doing it. My my buggy
Sucrose
in
is cute.
Starfield. I'm
Oh,
looking
yeah.
forward. I've been asking for Todd for vehicles.
I wonder
Come
if
on,
there will
Todd.
be
I want vehicles in
anyone
this game. I'm tired of
fun
walking
to
around this
cosplay
planet.
and not land.
And I
This-
thought the trailer for that looked really
Milani-
good last
Oh,
night. So I
Milani
can't
is
wait to
cute,
drive
or
around
Milani
that.
is
Wonderful.
cute.
And talking of driving,
The
I'm personally,
Pyro
if anyone's
Archon
wondering,
is
super excited.
freaking
Forza Horizon
fire,
5 is over
literally.
there.
Yeah.
And I cannot put down. Absolutely
Oh,
adore it. So
the-
if they've
I
got
don't know the
something
guy's
new
name
cooking,
yet.
I desperately
I
need
missed
to
New
it.
see that.
gameplay mode.
But-
Yeah.
So
he's
excited.
pretty
Well, thank you
dope.
so much for
He
joining
looks
me.
like a
Thanks so much
glitch in
for the
the
chat.
system.
Please enjoy getting your hands on our lovely city we've got here. But I'm going to speak to these guys here because if,
All right.
like me, you've been eyeing up those new consoles, then buckle up because we want to help you win one. Now, over to
Rosalina.
Bex.
Yeah,
With more information.
Rosalina.
Well, thanks,
That's a
Charlie.
good
So
one.
not only are these honeys available for pre-order right
Right,
now,
juice.
anyone watching the
Yep.
broadcast has a chance to enter to win either the 1TB Xbox Series X All Digital
they got some
Edition, by
strong
the way,
Pokemon
the
trainer
1TB
vibes.
Xbox Series S, both in Robot White, or the grand prize of the 2TB Special Edition Galaxy Xbox Series X. I mean, look how gorgeous that is. To enter, just head over to twitch.tv/Xbox, check out the rules and all the info in the chat. And best of all, good luck. So, next up, we saw Forza Horizon 5's new gameplay mode reveal at the top of the show, the Hide and Seek. We are now going to look at some new wheels that have been inspired by Dallas Maverick star Luka Doncic.
Oh,
and,
dang,
best of
Dallas
all,
Maverick.
blessed by the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan. So let's have a look.
Super cute. Oh, Rosalina. She's so pretty. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Super cute. So gross. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. No, yo! Oh, yo! Have my trans hearts. Careful, I cause cavities. Oh shit! Get my crest up.
Hello, everyone. It is an honor to be here at Gamescom,
Right.
representing the incredible work of our teams around the world. We have a lot going on here in Cologne on the show floor. Right here behind me, attendees can experience the demo
Remember to call
for the
me
Diablo
Spore
4
Rose or
Vessel of Hatred
Starla.
expansion.
Okay, bet.
We are also excited to be speaking with our
Sounds good
global
to
community
me.
here on the Xbox broadcast over the coming days. During opening night live, we shared that this is a massive
Yeah.
year for Blizzard, particularly for World of Warcraft,
Oh.
the most ambitious creative endeavor for the team since the game's
She said
initial
World of
release
Warcraft. I
almost
just realized
20
you
years
can't
ago
hear
begins
this.
tomorrow, with early access kicking off for our latest expansion,
you.
The War Within. And tomorrow, Senior Game Director Ian Hazakostas and Associate Art Director Tina Wang
I turned it
will
up
be
for
sharing
me.
more
I
about the
didn't turn
team's
up for
work on the
them.
expansion and the role it will play in
Ciao,
the
what's
3-part
up?
World Soul Saga.
That way you can hear it.
Last night, we also gave an overview of some new features coming to Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred. And we know you have a lot of questions. So Diablo General Manager
Peeps
Rob
called you a
Ferguson will be
couch
getting
for
into
real.
the details
It's
of the
like,
new
I beat you
features
to a
coming with
couch.
this expansion, and we'll share more about what's coming
I need to get
Diablo
going, but it's
Immortal.
nice to have met you
We're
too.
so
It's super nice
excited
to meet
to
you
be here at
too. Thank
Gamescom
you so
with
much
Xbox
for stopping
and with
in
all of
and
you.
hanging out with
Gaming
us
is at its
and
very
showing us
best
your
when we
awesome
share our
cosplay
experiences,
and you
on
know
behalf
wanting
of
to play
everyone at
games
Blizzard,
together. I
thank you
appreciate
for
that
being
energy.
a part of our legendary
So,
world alongside
woo.
us. Now, before I go, I want to leave you with a parting gift from the Overwatch team. The origin story for our latest hero, Juno,
I'm
now
crying.
available in
Stop.
Season 12. Enjoy.
Oh, thank you so much for the collab invitation. Of course. Of course. Hey, Andre made another fucking channel just for his DJ stuff. Let's go. Thank you for the follow, DJ Andre Arcade. DJ
I just need a minute.
Arcade.
It is so hard to say goodbye to the only home I've ever known.
Oh shit.
I understand, but the colony isn't safe anymore.
This is giving me like
Our
Love,
window of
Death, and Robots
opportunity is
vibes.
closing. So let's get you on your way to your new home.
Next
Oh
stop,
yeah, for sure.
Earth. Initiating boosters in 3, 2,
What's up, Andre? What's What's up, Shell?
Control?
Our sensors
Uh-oh.
indicate an external issue.
No!
External?
Good
Follow
night,
protocol and you'll be
Rose.
fine. But you have to hurry.
I just got the notification you were streaming. I'm here with my nails that I finally put on. I saw you live on YouTube, and I'm like, why didn't I get a Twitch notification and then realize I'm logged into this new channel I just made? Oh shit. I'm glad you made it in. Yeah, you put them on. Damn.
I think I see the problem.
Copy that.
Huh? Yeah, it does. I'm here just watching the latest episode of what? My Hero. Oh, heard. No spoilers, Flip. Don't be saying no spoilers in here.
Don't panic. You're okay.
Don't panic.
I am
You got me
definitely
fucked up talking
okay.
about don't panic. I'm sorry. I forgot. I need to chill out.
Why did I think I could do this?
Juno, I believe in you. You've trained for this kind of thing your whole life. You have all the tools you need.
This is scary.
Okay. All right. I have all the tools I need.
I should have turned those off. Thank you for the hydrate.
Control? Problem solved.
If you would like to. I have my. Oh, this doesn't count, huh? It's caffeine!
We're all so proud of you.
Fine.
I want you to live a long, happy life on Earth.
Let's see.
sweetheart.
She did it.
Always
Let's
remember.
go. Juno the goat.
I love you too, Mom. Okay.
Listen, it's made with water.
Here I
See?
come.
We can tell Peeps that when she comes back and she makes me drink the water.
Attention, unknown craft.
55 million kilometers later.
It is too late to halt. I'm coming in very hot. Who is this?
This is Overwatch. I am tracking your trajectory and will have someone meet you.
What?
For my records, where did you come from?
I am from Mars, and my name is Juno.
This is cute though. Okay, I would literally. I'm like, okay, I love Juno. I want to play just to play.
It's one of the fastest selling
Juno.
games in Blizzard's history, and it just made headlines again at last night's opening night live. And here to give us an
You can't
exclusive
leave.
look at
You can't
Diablo 4's
abandon
newest
Juno
expansion.
like that.
Please welcome General
You have
Manager
to
Rob
try
Ferguson,
now.
Systems Designer Aislinn Hall,
You have
and Lead
to
Game
log in
Designer
and
Rex
play
Dixon.
as
Welcome guys to
Juno.
Gamescom.
Thank you for having us.
How you guys all doing? Yeah, it's exciting stuff.
No
now,
way, dude,
for those of the
just
people out there that might have missed what happened
Overwatch
last night, why don't you clue us in? What exactly did you just do?
Freaking Andre was like,
So
well,
our game
never
director for our Vessel
mind.
Hatred expansion, Brent Gibson, got on stage and he talked about something that we've been going even deeper on the expansion. You know, we've talked about the Spiritborn, the class, we've talked about the new zone,
Andre!
Nahantu.
I was hoping it was a new game. I was too. I'm not gonna cap. I
so we really want to get
also
into like
was
different
hoping
ways
that
that
it
people
was
want
a
to
new
play the game.
game.
And so we introduced the Undercity of Kuras, which is our
You know,
new dungeon, which
fire!
Rex will talk
Look,
about.
she
We have
literally
our new
survived
Dark Citadel,
out
which is
there.
our multiplayer co-op, and
Could've
then
died.
the big thing was our trailer last night
I'm
for
hydrating.
our Mercenaries.
Ah, Mercenaries. Now, let's talk about them for a sec, because this is a brand new gameplay feature. We'll talk about new class and all that kind of stuff in a sec, but Mercenaries seems really interesting. You showed
Yo,
off like, this
Blue.
vignette with 4 different characters. I mean, introduce
Getting
us
into
to
the
them.
lore
Who
of
are these people?
Overwatch is
Why did
like
it
you
feel like the right
catching
time
up
to bring it in
into
now?
the last 3
And
years
how
of
do you hope players
Apex
are going to
Legends
engage
lore.
with the Mercenaries?
Yeah.
Rex?
So I think like,
No,
the
thank you.
franchise has
I
a
literally
legacy
am
of,
so deep into
followers
Genshin
and
lore.
mercs,
I
and we
can't
wanted to
even
really
imagine being
reimagine
that deep
that
into
formula.
any other
And
game's
so
lore.
we added this feature called Mercenaries to the game.
It's
There's 4
overwhelming. If I
mercenaries
gotta
that you can
catch up
recruit.
on
One
too
is
much,
Rahir,
that's
one is
fair.
Variana, Subo, and Aldkin, the demon child, which everyone got very excited about at the show.
I don't even know where to
tonight.
start with
And
those
so,
characters.
there's
So
a
I
lot of
see
depth
it.
in
I
Mercenaries. So you'll
understand.
meet
There's gotta
Rahir
be
in
like
the
a
campaign.
fast track
He'll
video
introduce you to
somewhere.
this hideout called the Merc Den. And within the Merc Den, you can find these
It's
quests.
overwhelming.
You have to go
I
on these
feel you.
story-based quests to actually acquire the Merc in order for them to party with you. So each Merc has his own backstory, his own personality. And then once you acquire them, you can bring them into
Fast
your
track
party
video
with you.
4
And
hours.
it
We'll just
essentially
watch an hour
facilitates
a
a way
day.
that solo players never have to feel like they're alone again. Because now they have this friend, this partner who can adventure
Right?
with them. And so one of the
could watch
ways
an
that you
hour a
progress
day.
your Merc is
That
you have
sounds
each
reasonable.
Merc has their own skill tree. And you can sort of pick and choose which skills you want them to have. And it's a really nice way to complement your build. So whatever build you're trying to go with, you can have the Merc set up so their skills kind of match and overlap with your own. We also have a system called rapport. The more you work with a Merc and the more you adventure with them, the more they can sort of give you more benefits and they can kind of grow in power. And so once you go back to the Merc Den, you can actually get custom rewards that you can only get by progressing your Merc, building up that rapport in order to access these really awesome rewards at the end. And then
So I'm gonna have to be best friends with a demon child if I want to see the good stuff.
Absolutely.
Oh, not a
All right, I'm
demon
in.
child.
And then this last feature we have is called reinforcements, where let's say you don't want to have a Merc in your party all the time. You can actually say, when I use this skill or perform an evade or something like that, I want this reinforcement Merc to jump on the field, perform an action, and jump back out again.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of depth, a lot of fun, and some great storytelling
That
in the
match
Mercs
eliminate
feature.
waking
Just
me
to
up.
check, so Mercs, you can equip one at a time to complement your character, but you can access all of them and try them all out, see which one works best for you.
Correct, and you
Okay.
can mix and match your combos, so you can have two Mercs, and one is your main Merc and one is your reinforcement.
Oh.
And if you're in a party, the party leader can bring a Merc with them.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay,
5
that's
things
cool.
happening because there wasn't enough on screen already.
I agree.
Yeah, great. Well, have you got any particular favorite Mercs that you like
Has
playing
anybody
alongside?
been
For me
still
personally,
playing like
Rahir,
the Diablo
because
games
Rahir's
stuff?
a
I fell off
dad,
after
and his
Ultimate
daughter is
Evil,
introduced in the campaign
edition.
flow.
Oh.
And so I
3.
kind of like associate myself with him because I'm a dad as well. I got 2 boys.
Right.
But also, like, I have a problem when I play Diablo, and I'm always speccing into damage and DPS at the
I
expense
did have a lot
of
of
my
fun playing
defensive
it.
skills. And so Rahir has this buff called Resiliency, which actually increases your armor, increases your defensive buffs. And so I actually rely on that to stay alive when I'm playing the game.
Get a
Aislinn, how about
refill.
yourself?
Yeah, I absolutely love Mariana.
A great
She's just
juice.
totally wild. She's a
great
butcher
joke.
who's also a former cannibal, which is just crazy.
Dang,
And I
a
love playing
butcher.
aggressively. You know, I love building momentum and moving forward. And she has a kill streak mechanic, and that complements that very nicely.
I like it. Rod?
I mean, the Demon Child. I think it's such a unique character in our world.
I mean,
and
I
that
liked how
explosive power
convenient, like,
that,
the
and
hack
the
and
fact that it has
slash
the, sort of the
is
two sides,
for
the human side and the
Diablo.
demon side, is really
Easy to
cool
just
to sort
hop
of complement
in,
the
merge
you know
it,
the
hop
variety
out.
on the.
I never played
on the
Diablo at all.
battlefield.
It's
Okay,
fine.
well, you pick 3.
I had
I'll
a
take
good
the one
time.
left over.
You have
and-
Subo.
Yeah, I'll pick Subo.
I mean, who doesn't love
Honestly,
a
it was one of
drunken archer, really?
Aurelia's
I mean,
first games that she
Exactly.
You know,
Thank you.
To be
Well,
honest,
that sounds like a
I
lot
would
of fun,
just
but now,
drag
as
her
promised,
with
why don't we
me,
cover
and
some
she would
behind
just
the
like
scene
hack and
looks
slash
at the
with
making
me.
Diablo 4 Vessel
So
of Hatred.
it was
Check
easy
this
for
out.
her to play. Oh, okay. Inside
In
the
Vessel of
game.
Hatred, we travel south to
Oh,
Nahantu,
ads are
a
coming
region
in,
with
y'all.
both deep ancient jungles and vast sprawling plains. It's the last stretch of land in Sanctuary's eastern continent, and we've packed it full of experiences for every type of player. In this expansion, there's a whole lot to explore under the dark canopy of Nahantu.
Nahantu is the southernmost region of the eastern continent that Diablo 4 has been taking place in. It's the last
Mini
region that we haven't visited
Demon!
yet
What's
so
up,
far in
Trey?
the
How are
game,
you
but
doing?
it is one that we've been to before in Diablo.
There's
What's
lots of new
going
areas.
on?
We have 6
How are
in total.
you?
4 of them are jungle themed, and then we have 2 that are Red Rock Canyon, but each one of them has their own unique identity. When you first arrive in Nahantu, you're in this place called Lingering Hatred. This is a high
My name is
treetops
Angelic,
canopies where you're
okay?
almost walking amongst the branches high above the jungle
I don't know
floor.
what you're talking
Imagine
about.
a thick canopy that the light is just barely poking through.
Till
The
it
whole
was
area has
good.
been infected
Not
by this
much.
thing called
We
the Hollows
are
infestation.
watching
The Hollows are a new enemy that's associated with
Gamescom,
Mephisto.
and we
They
are
themselves are kind of
watching
like
the
a
breakdown
tar-like
for
substance creature
Diablo.
born straight out of the depths of hell.
It feels a little twisted.
Angelic,
There's a
where?
sickness to the
Wow.
area
What?
itself.
Humans have
Exactly.
ventured into this deep part of the
Exactly.
jungle where there's all
Angelic
this poisonous
there.
plants and
Angelic
flora.
here.
The dregs actually started
What up,
experimenting
fiends?
with eating these hallucinogens, and
Dre,
it
are
put
you
them
coming
into this
on
aggressive
Friday?
psycho rage.
Did you
The dregs
decide
were
if
pretty
you were
fun
if you were
because
coming
we
on
were
Friday?
able to push more variety in the monster family. You have one of these tall dregs and then half of a body of another dreg on top of
Oh,
it, kind
hell
of
no.
controlling it, and
Imagine
telling
you
it
see
where
that
to go
shit
and
in real
tossing
life.
poisonous
You're like,
bombs at the player. When you come across it, it's very memorable.
And then we've also got the area of Tenganse.
Yeah, I should
where
be
you've
there.
got
Okay,
the Tenganse
bet.
Plateau, which
No?
is full of these red rocks,
Why the question
plateaus and
marks? What happened?
canyons.
Imagine getting up above the land. Those gigantic walls have pockets inside where monsters could live. It offered up a
question
lot of
marks?
opportunity to bring back a monster family like the Lacunae.
Oh, is
We're bringing them back in a new way here as a fully
Oh,
fleshed
okay. I
out
thought she
monster
was
family with
asking
multiple
Trey. She's
classes.
like,
What a
hello?
more brute force looks like, what
We're
a
gonna be
caster
there.
looks
Wow.
like. They are
These
very much
monsters look
apex
wild.
predators, and we're definitely in their
Apex
territory.
predators.
And then there's a little sub-area called the Skittering Earth.
The name alone
Ew.
makes
No,
your
no
skin
spiders,
crawl.
bro.
It's bug infested, and you can see how the bugs have destroyed the jungles and kind of input their
I love all the
influence
detail
on
that
it.
they put
Within the Field of
into
Giants,
everything.
you have these giant corpses of these long
exactly.
dead demons that humans have
At the
begun
same
to mine
time,
away at for their resources. While they've got a lot of use out of them, they're
The
also
Earth
toxic
looks like it's
to the
gonna
land around
explode.
The notion of massive
Bug
demons
infested?
walking
Yo,
sanctuary
facts.
1,000 years
So,
ago is really
It's
thought-provoking.
bug infested.
Plateau's also got just this beautiful color scheme to the lighting. It's really lovely
Yep.
to be there.
Yep.
And then horrific at the same time. You know, it's great.
The
Mercenaries.
mercenaries in Vessel of Hatred are a group of people who we like to describe as ordinary people with extraordinary skills. They have the same level
Okay.
of will to
Okay.
fight against the demons of hell.
And there's 4 mercs that you can collect over the course of the campaign. Starts
I
with
wanted to
Rahir,
play
a
until she
blacksmith
said
and
that.
shield bearer, who's more a defensive fighter.
He's able to go in there and soak up
There
damage.
was creepy
use his shield
crawlies,
as a
that's
bulwark
for sure. There were
against the
definitely the
enemy.
creepies.
You meet him
and the
early on in the
crawlies
campaign,
going
and
on.
he's one who introduces you to the mercenary
sure.
network. You end up finding acquisition quests for 3 other mercs that you can find throughout the course of the story.
Subo, the drunken archer, is going to work really well for people who want someone who's out of the main melee, in the back, offering utility and that kind of range support.
Then we have Ariana, a berserker crone, who's a melee combat fighter, close range. She's got a really cool combat meter, a massacre meter, where you need to keep killing enemies to get the meter to be filled.
Oh,
She's got a
damn.
bunch of really interesting utility skills that you can kind of build in.
Finally, we have the demon child Aldkin, who's a magic user who can transform himself from human form to demon form and join you in combat.
That's actually
There's this
cool.
really great reinforcement
Don't say
ability
nothing,
where
Trey.
you can take one of the mercenary skills and attach it to one of your powers so that when you use
If there
that
was
skill,
an angel
it pulls them
one,
in
I would
to
like
do a
that
specific
one, too.
skill.
With the mercenaries for Vessel of Hatred, one of the things we are expanding on
Yeah,
is the skill
then that'd
tree.
be truly
For
my
Diablo 3, you
companion.
had a very basic type of mercenary, but this time you can actually push a little bit more into the skill tree and make the mercenary the way you would want to play.
Going through each mercenary progression arc and outfitting their skill tree so that it's complementary to your character build, I think that's where the fun in the mercenary system really lies.
I guess that's fair, because you can control all that stuff too.
The Dark Citadel is a new in-game feature that's coming
Oh.
in Vessel of Hatred. It's an entirely cooperative player experience. All the mechanics
Oh,
within
it's
it are based
co-op.
around you working together with your party members to
Ooh,
solve the
you working
challenges and
together,
face the
doing
first
puzzles
Khazra
and shit?
hordes within.
One of the outcomes of
great.
the Mage Wars is this giant crater and all the souls that
I
were kind of
know.
lost
I
in it from
can't.
those wars.
I can't
The
do it. I
goal
can't do that.
of
I
the
need to
first
play
Khazra, who are
Zootopia.
kind of the original Khazra, they're using the powers within the Citadel found within this crater to
Really,
perform
Diablo
experiments
is
to
fun.
try and
I
bring
will
back
say it
their
is.
dark
It's very
god.
hack and slash.
Only
Like you just kill
recently,
masses.
people
of
have started going
enemies
missing.
Stuff
They
together.
head into the Khazra region, they
So,
disappear, never to be seen again.
not
So it's
bad.
clear that
It's
whatever
actually
they're planning is about to come to fruition, and your job as the players to get in there and stop it.
Citadels are a place where we take what is the best part of Diablo, combat, and we test it in a different way, which is adding in cooperative mechanics that you have to manage on top of that.
For example, a boss has an attack, and as a player, you have to collect an item that allows you to reflect the attack back at him. So there's a little bit of a Twitch level mechanic there where you actually have to time your reaction shot. What's interesting about it is when you get multiple people in there, we're each responsible for reflecting that shot once, so we all have to sort of master the timing of that move. You can't do that kind of thing without coordinating as a team, and that's sort of the example of what Citadel gameplay feels like.
When designing the Citadel, we designed a lot of really cool bosses. And so one of the things that we did is we took that design and made like armor sets for each of the classes. That way you feel like you took their armor and you feel like you're wearing a little bit of them after your victory.
We also have a currency that's dedicated to the Citadel, where as you play through,
where you
the
have to
vendor
rely on each
can be
other
interacted with to buy custom cosmetics that are unique to the Citadel. You can play with 2 people, but the ideal experience is for 4.
Which is
in order to facilitate
Don't Starve
we've built
together,
an all-new
because you
party
have
finder
to, like, you
feature,
all
and
have
the community
to
has
figure out how
been
to
pretty vocal about
coexist
wanting
and
this for a long
survive.
time. It made a lot of sense to us to pair it with this new Citadel mode.
It really is an activity that's geared towards people who love to play together with their friends or with strangers and enjoy that cooperative gameplay. I cannot wait for players to get into the world.
It's a lot harder to
I'm
go
just
off
excited for
alone
people
than
to
it is
see all the little
fortify
hidden storytelling
together.
elements that the team has fit in.
So there's interesting
there goes
things
a
to
spider
find and to see
shell.
and discover around every corner, and it's just a really great experience.
Some things
getting
look
to
like they're
explore
gonna
how to-
blow up, but they're gross. Yeah, I do like the outfits.
I mean,
like the
Party
shades,
Finder,
so-
that is a fantastic idea. I mean, the amount of times I log on and a buddy's not there or whatever, now I can fill that gap. And who needs friends anymore, right? So, there was a lot in that. I want to talk specifically first
Right,
about
are
the
there
Dark
any
Citadel,
games that are
because as a
coming out that you're
guy
looking
that's into
forward
his
to?
end-game activities, that's a really creative way to bring players together and actually work things out. So tell us, what actually will players have to do inside Dark Citadel to earn some rewards, get through it alive?
So it's really a unique model for us. And again, Dark Citadel is built towards endgame. And we're doing more in Vessel of Hatred to push players through the campaign and then into the endgame, where we think some of the best content is. So Dark Citadel will require at least 2 players to get through, and requires a lot of communication between players to overcome challenges. Every week there's going to be updated rewards, so there's always a reason to go back and do it again, because there's going to be some new stuff in there, including one very big fan requested feature, which is our scroll of retempering. So no more bricked items. You'll be able to apply the scroll and get all new tempering charges on that item. So I know everyone's very excited about that. And Dark Citadel is the best place to go to get that.
Excellent. Well,
Okay,
there
at
is a
least
lot in
they're
that, but
like,
it isn't the
listen, this
only
is how
thing
you
that you're launching
experience
on
the best.
October 8th. So what else we got to look forward to?
Yeah, so on October 8th, we're also going to be launching Season 6 alongside Vessel of Hatred. And Season 6 is going to have a ton of content that's bespoke. It's totally separate and unique to Season 6. And it's going to be free for all Diablo 4
8th.
players, which is awesome.
Nice.
We're going to be talking a lot more about the details of the content of Season 6 in the coming months. But there's not going to just be new content coming in Season 6. Alongside Season 6 and Vessel of Hatred, we also have major character progression updates coming to Diablo 4.
I'm going to have to ask for some specifics, surely. That you tease me too much. What else you got?
Yeah. So if you're familiar or you've played Season 4 Loot Reborn, you know we did a lot of itemization changes that kind of fundamentally altered a lot about how you're playing the game and how you're getting rewards.
Okay.
The scope of the character progression changes that are coming in Season 6 are, it's the same. Like, it's the same grand scale. There's a lot of changes coming to character progression, a lot of improvements coming. I'd love to talk a little bit
because
about
it was
the
at 8 a.m.
goals,
this morning.
and also a little bit about some Paragon changes that are coming with the character progression updates. Yeah, so really when we were thinking about these changes, we took a bird's eye view and we wanted to think about how can we make put the power in the player's hands of how they want to interact with the challenge that Diablo 4 provides in the game. We wanted to make sure that you could opt in to your challenge level that you're comfortable with, so that you can set your own pace in any activity throughout all of Diablo 4.
They get strange.
And so we've applied, basically, you know, if you've played Season 4 Loot Reborn, you've played some in Season 5, you might be familiar with the Profane Mind Cage. That's an item that allows you in the Hell Tides to up the level of the monsters, up the difficulty,
And I
but you get
talk
more
all damn
rewards
day.
as well. And we've kind
I
of applied
literally
that
talk all
philosophy
day until
throughout
I go to
all of
sleep.
Diablo 4. You can kind of opt into your own
Does-
challenge and then get more
does not
stuff
help.
because of it.
Sick.
And then alongside that, we also have a lot of changes coming to Paragon. We wanted to add depth and
drink the
choice
wall
to the Paragon
test.
system, but we know that it's pretty daunting for some people, right? So we wanted to make sure that while we were doing that, we weren't increasing the complexity.
Right, I need to
we wanna
think
make
of
sure
a
that
thing
it's
to
still very,
do
like that it's an
for
approachable
that.
thing, but there's a lot of cool stuff
Where
you can
people
do
can
with
use
it.
their points to,
And I could go on
'cause you can do
forever and
community
ever and
goals
ever
and stuff
about
like
this
that
for
too.
hours. But we're going to have a lot more details in a developer live stream on August 29th. We're going to have a campfire chat where we're going to be
please
talking
no.
all about the
I
specifics of these things.
I was like,
I'm absolutely buzzing to see it.
I mean, the best way to phrase it is like what Season
Yeah.
4 did to Luke, Season 6 will do to progression.
He was over
And the
here
thing
trying to
too,
get
but
some
to go back to the
attention
Party
from
Finder, like there's things that people look at, like what's part of the expansion,
He's
what's
silly.
not. Party Finder
He's a big
is coming to the
boy.
game, not just to the expansion. So,
Oh, great.
And what's great about it is not only can you access it through the social menu that you can see, or you can access it through
He's a
your
good
remote
boy.
wheel, you can actually access it from the map. So when you say, oh, I'm going to go do this dungeon, you can say, and list it as a party that people come join me in this dungeon. So it's a feature that's going to apply to the entire game.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I should
How
also
may I
mention, in
help
addition
you?
to Dark Citadel, we have another mode that we're bringing to the table, which is called Undercity.
He wants
And
some
Undercity
cheese.
is a time
No,
dungeon
you
where
can't have
you
no
want to beat
cheese.
it before the timer runs out. And
Just
that
beat
mode
it.
has modifiable rewards. So you get these things called tributes, and depending on which tribute you use, you can
so
modify
funny.
and scale your rewards with the difficulty. It's a really cool mode. We're really excited. And one of the
He
reasons we
came
built
back
these
over
two
here.
modes is
Blah,
this
blah.
concept of new ways
Like,
to
Mom,
play.
please, the
Right?
cheese.
People love
The
our
cheese, I
game. They
smell
love
it. It's
Nightmare
up there.
Dungeons. They love Whispers. They love Helltides. But what we really want to do is make sure we have enough canvas so that every user can find something that is uniquely suited to them. And that's what New Ways to Play is all about.
Me and my friends, we just love being able to have a bit of choice, which is really fun in Infernal Hordes in the current season, for example, and being able to tailor exactly how messed up we want this level to get is really fun. So the fact that it's getting applied to more aspects of Diablo that's awesome to hear. But between now and the Season 6 launch and Vessel of Hatred, what other activities can players get up to whilst they wait?
I mean, really, is jumping into Season 5. You know, like you were talking about, Season 5 continues the pace of Season 4. You can level up really fast. It's very exciting. The Infernal Hordes is a great new mode, which is like,
This guy's shirt,
you know,
I
it's
wish I could
basically it's sort of a
read it.
horde mode where wave
I see
after
the
wave are
console
coming
gaming
after. You can go
section.
and fight the Fell Council to get your rewards from
Yeah.
that. But that's really the big thing. And like,
I wish I
just
could go
even
to
if you haven't played through the
Gamescom.
campaign yet, that's one of the nice things about on the Vessel of Hatred is that
It's all
it
of it,
is
yeah.
a continuation
I think
of that
they just
story.
announced
so
it
where
being
Narelle left at the
Asia
end of the game, you can pick that
and,
story up and get to continue and play. So if you haven't played through the campaign yet, now's a great
They
time.
announced it yesterday, but
And I would be, you know, I have to also do the pitch, right? Like,
I know they were talking about
like, it's an awesome time to pre-purchase the expansion. You know, one of the things we had some great incentives before, where you get the new cat mount, you get new armor, you get pets now, you have snow leopard and the tiger that'll follow you around and pick up stuff for you. But with
Jill,
last
you
night,
need to
we
get
actually added
you
two
know
more,
what?
where
Where's
not
our
only do you have angel
registration
wings
link
that we
while
had before,
they're doing
we
all of
added
this?
demon wings last night. So
I'm gonna
if you've
look it
already-
up while they-
If you've already pre-purchased,
Yes.
you'll get your demon wings
Yes.
are coming or they're
Right.
there.
Look it up while they're talking about
but this is a
some
good time. And
Diablo
then
right
we
now,
actually
and then we
added
can post it
with
in
the
the
deluxe and the ultimate edition.
Chaticus.
We've actually added 1 month
In
of
the
Ultimate Game
Chaticus.
Pass. So if you haven't, you know, jumped in yet, or if you want to add an extra month onto your subscription, you know, pick up, you know, the pre-purchase, and you'll get an extra month. And I already got my code last night. I watched the show, got back to my hotel room, and there was my code for a month of Ultimate. So it was awesome.
Now you got to find some other games to play while you're on that as well.
Yeah, well,
in between Diablo and, you know.
Is that possible? I don't know if that's
Yeah,
possible.
that's true. I mean, I've already put in quite a few hours into the current season, and yeah, it's so much fun as is, and I just can't wait to see the Season 6 drop as well, and Vessel's looking great, new class as well. I mean,
Thank you.
I don't know what else I'm going to play in the meantime. You guys have just killed all my free time.
Well, it's great. When it's the nice things is we have a demo like on the booth here. Here we have the whole Hantu corrupted, you know, temple, and it's actually got a 20-minute demo of the Spiritborn. And what's great about it is you go in and you can pick whether you want to be a gorilla type or a centipede type or a jaguar type or an eagle type. based on the Spirit Guardians.
Oh my
but then
God.
when it sort of clicks
I
in
have a
after you played it for a
PTA
little bit,
meeting
like, wait,
tomorrow
these
at
aren't 4 different
10:30.
classes. This is one class with this amount of variety that I can apply to it. And so
Yes,
you can
I'm
go in
so
and double down
fucking
on the Jaguar, like my
busy.
shirt says, like, if you can be a Jaguar, be a Jaguar, right? Like, but
All right,
you know, you also
PTA
can
meeting
be,
at
you can
10:30
mix
and then
match. You can be
stream
half
at
Centipede,
noon.
half Gorilla, and create really cool mixtures and unique play styles. And so, you know, it's really exciting to watch people get their hands on. This is the first place that, you know, outside of press and content creators, people will be able to play, and it's been fun just to watch them play.
Well, half Centipede and half Gorilla is a disturbing
Yes,
image.
perfect.
Yeah, thanks a lot. You're going to stick around.
The
We need to
Holy
talk about
Council.
that.
If
Rex,
you would
Ace,
like
thanks so much for
to
joining
join
us.
the Holy Council
Changing gears now, though,
on
we are, for those of you
Instagram.
who have been counting down the days to
I think
September's
it's
Diablo
exclamation
Immortal
mark
major
Holy
update. We've got a sneak peek at the
chat.
making of Immortal's hellish bosses,
Pre-register now
including the
for
rebirth of the Dark Lord of Terror
Flowtopia.
himself.
Flowtopia. Pre-register. Hey, let's go. Thank you, thank you. Wait, why did it not work? Oh, it did. I was like,
in any other game.
We are.
Uh-oh, that's a whole nother problem.
Sense of horror. We have to deliver the player with experience that they're the hero.
I think the spectrum of bosses that we have definitely hit everybody's personal horror stories.
So we're like 50 bosses now. Some of our bosses in Immortal are incredibly deadly. And we're really proud to be able to actually have the ability to bring Diablo back into our universe.
Everything that Diablo does, everything that Diablo says needs to be unnerving, terrifying.
It is going to be a very, very difficult battle.
The music changes, the environment changes.
I don't know at what point in my life I shifted to a post-gamer.
It really depends on the boss. Sometimes it starts with a cool mechanical idea. Sometimes it starts with kind of a narrative germ.
The story team is going to have a lot of say in terms of
That is
what is
actually
the
fair.
fiction behind the boss, and so what is the feel behind the boss.
In some zones, we are going to lavish incredible build-up on a boss, especially the final boss.
You know, I will still play Shinobi Striker though.
Before you fight Albrecht,
I
the
freaking
first
love that
Shardborn,
game.
there's a whole quest line that has you exploring the ruins of Leoric Manor and learning
Am I the
about
only
his
one
past.
who's
And so
doing all
at
of
the
my
end, when you face him,
emails for
there's
this?
this context and
I'm
kind
gonna
of a
give keys
richness
away.
to the things that he's saying to you.
Will hush the voices.
Yes,
If
I
you aren't
will.
paying attention
I
to the
will do a
dialogue,
raffle
will maybe resonate a little
for
bit more
keys if I
emotionally.
get extra.
How much
for sure.
stronger I become.
Once they have the mechanics down and how they feel the battle should go, then they get all that together and then it gets passed off to art.
When it comes to designing a Diablo boss, there definitely is a long list of visual elements that we go to. Spikes,
We a pancake,
demon
we a
horns,
baking pancake,
rotten skin,
we a
decaying
pancake,
skin,
we a baking
burnt
pancake.
skin, different diseased skin.
Do
How do
you-
we stretch the skin
Wait,
out
do you
to
put
make it look
in
really
all the
uncomfortable?
emails?
We
So you
take
put in
different
all the
parts of their
emails?
body and then we twist them in very uncomfortable, awkward ways. We love using different humanoid
Maybe.
bodies and then
I'm
almost
just-
melting them together. The intention
Maybe.
in creating Diablo
I
bosses
just want to make
is
sure
to instill a
I
general feeling of
potentially get
unease.
one so that I
So
can
if it starts to
play
feel
and then
like we have
you know
pushed
I
it
can
too
give
hard, that's usually
some if I do
comfort
get
spots.
extra.
We have so many different representations of evil and horror, so no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, you can always bet that there is something in
I
our
mean,
game
I
that is
thought
going
about
to
it. I just
terrify
wanted
you.
it to be justified.
So we have many
Listen,
different
it's
kinds of
I
bosses in
love
Diablo
this
Immortal.
game and I
Bosses that are
want
almost too
to
big
give
for the
more
level.
keys
They're
out
not
to it.
mobile.
If I
you
am
only see the
able
top
to
half of the
get
bodies.
more.
We have tanks where
Because
the main
that
goal
game looked
is
like
to
so
just
much fun.
get
I
this
never
big, giant hunk of
thought
meat
to
and
have like
beat
a
it up until it dies.
superpower
We
that
have
helped the
co-op
town,
bosses that
like
are, you know,
in its
better with
like
friends,
prosperity.
working together as a team
Great.
to really take on these puzzles that the bosses present. And then we have
Yes.
mind-bending bosses that
Right.
really change the
The
way
closest
you
play
play
that
the
I can
game,
think
what your
of to that
perception
is
of the boss. But
Harvest
my favorite
Moon
boss
or
in the
Story of
game
Seasons,
is
where the
the
harvest
Butcher.
goddess will help, or the sprites
bringing the butcher
will
into
help
Diablo
you
Immortal
in your
was quite a
garden
journey
as
for
you
us
help
because
them,
it is
and they will
such a
like bless
beloved
you in some
character
way or
in the
bless your
Diablo
farm in
lore.
some way.
You know, when I was playing Diablo 1 for the first time, there was this
Right.
shock associated with encountering the butcher. You open the door, he steps out, he's cleaving you very,
Yeah.
very fast. You're like, I've never seen anything like this before.
Right.
What the hell is happening? I'm dead.
But
we wanted the butcher to
actual
be
town,
the real butcher
like citizens
from
of the
first
town,
Diablo. So
will actually
it was
have
kind
powers,
of like, how do we
superpowers that
bring
will help,
him into
and that's
our
super
game,
cute too.
and what can we make more special about this particular encounter?
Our butcher is super intimidating. He's a gigantic boss, towering above the player.
This is a butcher that was basically too
Tom Nook
angry
taking all your
to die.
fucking bells.
He's just shoving his guts back in. He's got the
Taxing the
chain
hell
that
out
he
of
throws.
you.
He's got the rush. He's got the fire coming out of the ground. And it's just a fun, nostalgic
Right.
fight.
Okay, Diablo, the Dark
We've been building
Rebirth.
towards this encounter with
Was
Diablo.
Wagons.
since the
That
launch of
wasn't
the
the
game.
Wagons split.
Diablo is the Lord
That
of
wasn't the
Terror.
Wagons split for
His
sure.
food and drink is the fear of other beings.
He has this
Dang.
very
Imagine.
recognizable silhouettes with his giant horns on his head and also down his back. He has this very intimidating smile that is signature to
That-
Diablo.
That's
Diablo having a World Stone Shard means he's entering the nuclear age. He is now walking
I'm
around
crying.
with a weapon of mass destruction to bend reality, to perhaps
Nope.
create new
That's a
reality.
The
dinosaur.
whole team
I'm
is excited. It's
crying.
Getting to bring back Big Red and then unleash him
Diablo not gonna like that.
not just on
He's
one
like, you
boss
said I'm a what?
but on an
I said
entire
you was a
zone,
dino
on
nugget.
Sanctuary itself.
This Diablo is going
was
to
like,
deliver
God.
a very epic experience, as good as any other Diablo games.
It's going to be the best Diablo ever. I said it here first.
Okay,
It's
I
gonna be
apologize,
possibly the
Mr.
most
Diablo,
difficult
sir.
battle in the game ever.
Damn. Oh, look, Joe. You cannot call. He is
Well, they're
immortal.
called Lilith's Mightiest Warriors, and no, I'm not just talking about our guests here, but joining us once again.
That
This
was
time to
his
tell us
face.
more about what we
It's
just
like,
saw. We've
you
got Diablo's
called me
GM
a
Rod
dino
Ferguson, and please welcome Diablo Immortal's executive producer, Pei Wen Yao.
Hi.
Thanks so much for joining us, Pei Wen.
Thanks for having me.
What the hell was that all about? Are you kidding me?
You
That's
just
got
said,
huge
what the
implications
hell
for the
was
lore of
that?
Diablo because you're bringing him back.
Yeah, well,
Tell me about this.
I mean, it's a thing that I don't think everybody really knows what Diablo Immortal is, really. So let's start with there.
Okay, fair.
Like, I think Diablo Immortal, the way to think about Diablo Immortal is our free-to-play offering in Diablo. It's a way to bring more players in. We wanted to go where the players are, and we were like, okay, not everybody is part of the mainline Diablo 4 world. So this is
I
a
don't
way
know the
to
last
reach
time I
players
had
where they
my
are.
fucking
And so we have
nails,
this
like,
great free-to-play,
actually present.
huge campaign, over 11 zones. You get 8 classes. We just added 2 over the last 2 years.
Look, Stacy.
The best,
Stacy
yes,
Stone,
the
best class.
them nails,
with
bro.
the Blood Knight and the Tempest, our new classes, and so
Impressive.
it's really an exciting time. And so the story, the campaign, which is again over these 11 zones, is basically you're working with Deckard Cain to beat this demon Skarn.
Yeah, they were
now what's
shooting-
happened
they
is
were
that this
recently
takes place
pressed, or they
between
were
Diablo 2
decently
and
pressed.
Diablo 3. So that's why Deckard
Believe
Cain's still
that.
alive, and we're able to
I
bring
don't wanna say
Diablo back. So
correctly.
it's a really exciting time, and
But I
this is
think it
what
was
this
like
whole year has been leading up to. This is the age of unmaking. This is the return of
range,
Diablo, and
depending on-
they've been building towards it for like
And
over the
they
last couple of
never
years now.
like you can
Yeah,
take them off.
yeah, totally.
clean 'em, and
I
then
think
pop 'em
you know
right
you
back
can
on.
tell Diablo is very very major character in the Diablo franchise, and we have that on our splash screen all the
I'll
time.
be in.
So
Let me
I
get
know
to
if it's a
work
plan,
and I'll be
but,
right back.
this
How
is
much
truly
longer I
the
got?
most important
Hey.
chapter of the story
What's
that where
up?
it starts. And you know Diablo is very very significant because it's one of the original antagonists.
Oh, they
you know,
did?
it's one of
Oh,
the three
Shell
prime
was on
evils.
it. Shell was
so
like,
I think in the history of Diablo
oh.
story, Diablo story, Diablo
Oh,
word is Diablo has this reputation of corrupting people's minds, you know, corrupting humanity, and
I
you
don't
know,
know where
twist
we're
people's
at.
minds. So
I don't feel like we're
when
that long.
it comes
We've
down to the
only
word, that means
watched
something is really going down.
Diablo.
So what does that mean for the people who are here at Gamescom? Do they get to experience that now? What experience have you brought
You know,
for them on
Texas
the
in the
booth?
thing.
Yeah, so, well, first of all, we're really honored to be here at Gamescom, like Ron mentioned. Diablo Immortal is our first take of mobile version of Diablo Word, you know, on the phone, on the small phone. So So our mission is to reach more audience, and that's why we come here at the Gamescom.
That's what we have to do when
Today we
Tex
brought
comes in.
into a beautiful booth right here.
That's great.
Yeah, this is one of the most important content and gameplay in our game called the Heliquary Boss. So Heliquary Boss in our game is basically
I'm like a flag,
it represents your
prep my
power.
energy.
It represents
Yeah,
your power progression because all those bosses are your power
Not
gates.
the
You have to
fucking
beat
fly
them
doing
in
the-
order to get to the next difficulty level. So as
The
you go through
fucking
the game,
flies
you
when
will
they're
feel
like-
you're getting stronger, and you're going to more difficulty level. You get more stuff, you know, the loot and the dungeon
You're a
and
menace.
the zoom. Most important thing about Diablo
menace,
Immortal is that
I
we
just
want to
realized
create this
what he was
social,
saying.
very
The
sociable,
fucking
very
flies
lifestyle
when
kind
they're
of
like-
gameplay. So for Heliquary Boss, you can actually you can either play a solo, or
What
you can
the
bring your friends
fuck?
over there, and that's what we bring here. We built a tournament that 4
Hot-ass
players come
mess.
in to the booth and they can
That's
play,
funny.
and you know, you can just
Making that
rank on the
emote for
leaderboard
my
and get awesome
Twitch.
awards.
Yeah, you have to beat 2 bosses, so there's like a 2 phase. You have to beat 2
Damn.
bosses, and right now the fastest is about
Right.
2 minutes 45 to get through.
It
I
just
got a shot.
floats.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah, thanks.
absolutely. No, I know you play a lot. That's
Yeah,
good.
that's
Right,
But
bruh.
anybody can do it. But it's really interesting, like that.
Cheers.
What Paywan is talking about. There's been over 50 bosses made for in this sort of these Heliquary bosses, and it's really exciting to see. You know, it's part of the progression. So it's always fun to have these new and interesting and different types of fights to have. And the fact that it's on mobile, but also on PC. Like you can play free to play on PC today, and
Free to play on
it's a great
PC.
experience.
So players at home can
Okay.
also still experience the Heliquary bosses right now, or is
Yeah.
And the same game,
He's just like,
and the
stop giving me free to
cross-progression,
play.
So tell me about then the build up.
At least
to
you ain't gotta
Diablo
pay
as a title.
for it.
What can players expect to? What kind of content
Cheers,
can they get
hey,
into
straight
right
liquor
now
on
and
the
in
rocks
lead
when
up
we come
to that
through. I'm
content dropping?
crying. No
Yeah,
sugar,
so,
I'm crying.
Next few months,
You
it's
can-
gonna
we got
be, like I said,
lives.
it's gonna be the most exciting story chapter of Diablo Immortal.
Yes.
It's gonna divide into.
It is
like,
a
the main quest
potluck.
line, the storyline
You
is
must
gonna divide
bring.
into 2
I'm
parts.
just kidding. You
So
don't
we're gonna
have to
keep
bring
some
some, but
in
if
the
you would like
future,
something in
but
particular,
the
you can
latest
bring it
one
because
that's
it is
gonna
a
come up
potluck.
is in September. It's a release we're gonna call we call it Crucible
Lika.
of Justice. This is
Or
where the
Jelani.
story we're gonna
Or
reveal
Jelani.
a very, very powerful weapon. It's called the Eldritch. It's a holy sword.
Yes,
and the player's
with
gonna
with
go
the
through
verification.
The mission, the quest of
We take plus
purify
ones
that
with
sword, and that
verification.
sword is the secret weapon to kill Diablo. So you have to find the sword and purify it goes through the ritual.
Yes,
And for
Stacy
players,
is
the ritual,
pre-approved.
You know,
She
I
got
think
that
if you play
pre-check
Diablo Immortal,
TSA.
you know, player is the hero. Player, you play the hero, you save the century, you save the humanity. But the century is corrupted. It's dark. And that darkness casts into players as
My
well.
homie as
So
big
the
as an
ritual of
airport, though.
purifying this Eldritch is actually a symbolic move of player that they willing to sacrifice themselves for the humanity. And
I
that
know I
they
have the
want to
link for
prove
the
themselves
podcast
to be
episode.
worthy to
Hey,
use
let's
the Eldritch, the
go. Put
holy
it in the
sword to
night
kill
chat.
Diablo. So that is the first part of the September release, and then we're gonna
I like
save
her
the
pin,
second
it's
part to
cute.
the December, our holiday time, and we're gonna release the second part, which is the most exciting part, that you're finally gonna face the Diablo. And with the Diablo boss itself, we also introduce a amazing zone.
I
It's
see
called
something about
the War's
Fortnite in the
Crown.
background. That's
you know, zone is
there's
one of
Genshin.
our very, very important content in the game as well.
Bruh,
it's
I just,
beautifully
like-
designed. Not traditional concept of beautiful,
Right.
but it's
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard the word
We
skin
don't know.
used so many times.
We're still talking
I'm a little
about
concerned,
Diablo.
but I'll trust you guys.
It's just the word. It's beautifully designed. It's very dedicatedly, you know, created, and it's icy. It's barren, and it's that way is because Diablo travels through that continent and transforms the place. So it's like very depressing. You know, all the cast coming down to the earth. Well, that's why, you know, players are here to save the world. Yeah, and when player travels through this War's Crown, you're gonna encounter a lot of enemies. You know, you're gonna defeat them. Eventually, you're gonna encounter the Diablo as the final boss.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know Tyrael. Like Tyrael
Yeah.
is like.
Does
when you
anyone
think
in
about,
here
like,
play Diablo?
recognizable characters in the Diablo
Or have
lore,
you
Tyrael, the
played
Angel of
Diablo?
Justice, is one of the top ones.
Are you
And so
interested
this is
in
what's really
any
neat
of
about
the new
story
things they're
is that it
talking
takes
about, like the
Tyrael's
Diablo
sword, Eldritch,
Immortal?
and that's the sword you have to
There's
use
the
to defeat
Mercenaries
Diablo. And so that whole idea
edition,
of,
the
hey, while I've been
cooperative
fighting, Skarn and getting these
puzzle.
gold
Oh
stone
shit! There
shards,
goes the
I've become
ads.
corrupted, and I have to get purified over in the cold isles so that I can actually be worthy of this sword. And taking that
Die,
sword and
huh?
then being able to use it against Diablo is just a really
Die.
cool moment.
The
I
ads
mean,
were like,
you said in
"Ayo,
the video as
Woodle."
well that this fight with Diablo will be the toughest.
They're like, I know you were trying to talk about, you know, the topic and shit, but you know,
you also just showed us like a
what
20-foot butcher. So
look at these,
what's
this
Diablo-
Jack in the
what's he gonna
Box
do to us?
munchies kit
Anything
or
you can share
whatever.
there?
Oh well, I'm gonna see how much I'm gonna spoil here, but yeah, Diablo boss
I do need
is
to
going
cook.
to
I
be
just
the
realized I did
hardest
not cook
one that the player gonna
for
encounter
the home today.
because Diablo is such a classic character,
So I need to pull
we
some
still
meat
take
out.
a lot of, you know, the classic skills
Pause.
from Diablo. So you know, it's still featuring fire, lightning. So if you go to the battle, have some equipment, have some gears that with the fire and lightning resistance will be helpful.
I remember.
Don't
Yeah,
listen to me,
and
guys.
because you're bringing the Eldrim to the battle, right? So
Yeah, that's fine. I
when
don't know
Diablo
what-
calls all his Diablo
I think there's some states.
soldiers, and they will swarm over to you, and you have
Yeah.
to beat them really, really fast. And that beat up of those enemies actually gonna recharge your Eldrim. It's gonna be, it's gonna make the Eldrim ready to, you know, make it good use. So yeah, and by the end, I'm not gonna, by the end, hint,
Okay.
the real end.
All right.
Oh, come on.
The real end, you're gonna see this beautiful cinematics. It shows how Eldrim, player take Eldrim and eventually kill the Diablo. So
That's
yeah.
all so exciting.
that's
I
cool.
can't wait to cook. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to have to go and set a time.
Welcome back,
On the booth to make
y'all.
sure I get a chance at that leaderboards. But I
Yeah,
want
and
to
you
thank
Welcome
you.
back.
So we have the
Welcome
Unaria
back.
statue, you know, the really big one that's the size of that.
Yeah,
Even
man.
I want it.
Yeah,
Nah,
exactly.
you're going to fight me for it. I'm taking it.
I can't. They're
All right,
gonna kick me
that's
out.
what we're doing straight afterwards. We're all going down, yeah, and I'm going to come out on top, all right? Well, thanks so much for joining us. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Gamescom as well. Coming up, the team from Stalker 2 is here with the latest from the sequel, Heart of Chernobyl. Sick. Plus, we've also got a look at the newest Xbox accessories that are enabling players everywhere to play the way that they want. And later on, we're going to explore the newest Starfield expansion, Shattered Space, and find out why fans everywhere are setting aside gigs of space.
I need to figure out what else is going on in that fridge. I don't know what else is in there.
Do you know what's great? Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, take a look at this.
Oh, the pork shoulders I need
Welcome
to
the
cook.
gameplay
I will do that
commentary of our
today.
new game, Lonely Mountain Snowriders,
I think
which
there's
is
already
the
some
spiritual
thawed out
successor
in the
to Lonely
meat
Mountains
drawer
Downhill.
in the fridge, so I'll
It's a
just cook
swinging game
those.
in which players need
They
to find
asked
their own way
the
down
Diablo team how
mountains
much
in a
time they
wild and
needed
beautiful
to
mountainscape.
showcase. Their answer, yes.
Our most important new features are a real-time online multiplayer in which up to 8 players can play cooperatively.
I
or in a
missed it
competition,
because
as well as
I
a new
thought
trick
Diablo
system
was
that
still
allows
doing
you
their
to pull off
showcase.
awesome-looking flips,
Which it
spins,
was cool
grabs,
stuff if
or
you're
super cool
passionate about the
combinations of
game.
more.
So
We focused a lot of the development time on the controls and to make the feeling of
I
the
do not
turn-down
remember
slopes as
SSX
smooth and
Tricky.
fun as
Is
possible.
anyone else?
Skiing is all
Frankenstein.
about using the terrain in your favor. You need to gain the maximum momentum to do the longest jumps and use the best shortcuts.
Oh,
On top of
okay.
that, you can
That's
also
cool.
do
This
tricks,
person is going
ride
backwards.
backwards,
That person
or
just
cross
broke their
rivers in a
fucking
kayak.
ankles, bro. Oh my gosh.
The game features 4 different game modes.
Oh,
The online multiplayer
I have it
mode is
downloaded
all
on
about
my
crossing the
ROG
finish line
Ally,
first.
but still never played it.
While in the team
Oh,
mode,
okay.
You and your team members have to ride and do tricks together to ramp up the highest
That's
score
fair.
and beat all the challenges.
This looks
You can also
cool.
pick each other up after a crash and place checkpoints at the
Seedless, what's up? How you doing? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Oh, you was playing My Hero Ultra Rumble. I love My Hero. I haven't been on there in a minute.
In the solo mode,
haven't.
you have to
I
beat
need to go
challenges
back.
to unlock new mountains and trails. You can also try to reach the top of the leaderboards or beat your own ghosts. This is the mode that will be most familiar to players of our
Oh
previous
shit.
game. And
Really?
last but not
I would.
least, there's the new Send mode. Here, you can ride all trails without any
Ah,
pressure
okay.
and freely explore the mountains to find secret spots or
Oh,
just enjoy
like
the
how
beautiful
if you were to go play Tomb
Whether you're
Raider
playing
right
multi or
now,
single
you'd be like,
player,
"What the fuck am
you
I
will
looking
gain
at?"
experience to level up your profile,
Yes,
unlock new skin types and
exactly.
pet poses, and a large variety
It's good to
of
see you
customization
too.
items.
Thank you.
Thank you for
This
taking
game
the
looks
time to
chill.
watch this video.
Nice play on words, Andre. I like how the snow looks. LOL. It does look pretty cool. They got like a fraction of the time that Diablo got. I understand because Diablo is a popular like game, so I totally get it. Experience the biggest something up there. Who that with you? That's PB. That's PB cake. PB cake. PB cake. PB cake. PB cake. Hey. PB cake. PB cake. PB cake. Hey. Wow. Wow. PB out there showing off their sword. How you doing, PB?
I be good. How you?
The Xbox Game Pass hype is
I didn't know it was a
real, and
famous
right now,
PB Kick artist, gamer.
especially if you play on PC.
It is.
Why?
It
Because
is
PC Game Pass
there.
is designed for PC
They're
players.
here in
Get
the
new games
flesh.
on day one, like Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on October 25th. Play some of the biggest games of the year and unlock partner benefits from Riot
not
Games
Mario.
and EA Play.
That's
And if you're not
PB.
already a PC
Jeez.
Game Pass member,
Everybody
join
lives
now
in
and get your
Texas.
first month of PC
Listen.
Game Pass for $1.
Who
or
am I
€1.
missing? You need to
This offer
send
won't
me.
last long,
You
so
apparently
right
know
now,
everybody in
but
Texas. You know more people in
this
Texas than I do.
post-apocalyptic
Apparently,
horror action
we are
title
having a game
is
night
set against
on
64
Friday. We had one
kilometers of eerie,
on
explorable
what fucking day
area.
was
It's
it?
also one of the
What day
most
did we just had one
anticipated games
on
of the year.
Sunday.
And here to bring us back into
Yep,
the zone
we had one on
with some
Sunday.
never before seen gameplay of
And that was
Stalker 2,
fun.
Heart
There
of
was a group
Chernobyl.
of us.
Please
We were
welcome
playing
game
fucking
director Eugene
Weeaboo
Gorovich. Eugene,
and
welcome to the show.
Weeaboo
Thank you.
and Taboo.
No, honestly,
That was
it's so
fun.
exciting. We've got it on the booth here at Gamescom. I've been able to get hands on. I'm so
That's
excited
what's
for you
up.
to take us through.
We have a
what you
house
brought
in New
with us
York, but it's
today.
upstate.
How's your first Gamescom?
Yeah, hell no! I'm not rich.
When we bring our demo,
I'm not
which
rich.
was showing just on the PC.
Damn, I want to come to
and,
Texas.
today we are
Everybody
bringing
should come to
another
Texas.
demo which we launch on Xbox Series X, and
We got a
from our
party.
experience, it's looking very good.
Shell,
and
she
we are
just
happy
laughs.
for what we
She's
bring
like,
here
if
and
they
what
only knew.
We get the first impression from
It's too
the
hot.
players and the press, and till now, I'm happy from
It do be
what
hot
they're
out here.
telling
That's
us
true.
about the Xbox build.
That is one
Yeah,
thing it
I-
do
honestly,
be.
I got
It's
to have
hot
hands
as
on with
fuck.
it, and it is so much fun.
For sure.
Because what we're going to do as well is we're going to hop straight into the gameplay that you're going
It's
to talk
too
us through. So
hot.
anyone watching who's excited to see Stalker 2 for the first
Make
time,
it
if they
pancake,
haven't
make it,
already,
make it
can see
pancakes.
what they're going to be getting their hands on. So
Make it, make
what
it,
are you kind of,
pancakes.
so if I'm going to bring the gameplay up, so
This
we've got
song
it on
should
our
not be
screens.
stuck in our head this
So,
hard.
as we go,
We've been
if you
singing
wanna
it
talk
for
us
like
through
a
this
month
gameplay,
now.
So we can know what we've got coming up.
Yeah. I'll take this part. So here the player is doing his.
How my
first
sister's wedding
quest,
in 2 weeks, and
and
I'm
he
being told I need to drink
got a
soup and
scanner
eat salads.
device. Player at this point
To
doesn't
fit
know
in
a
my
lot about
dress.
how it works and what it's for. He just gets information that it somehow recharge an artifact that's put it inside it. And
Bruh,
that,
they were like, you need to fit in that dress.
if it got successful, it's gonna bring a lot of let's say money.
They did.
Yeah,
They
maybe
didn't
something
tell me
else.
not to
So
eat.
at
They
this
said
point, player
soups and
don't
salads for 2
know,
weeks.
what is the goal of the character? Why he's doing it, and he's
I'm
learning
crying. What
the
is
story
the
about
fattiest
your
soups?
character also by doing this quest line.
Oh shit!
Because this
You
is
fuck.
actually the bit that
You
they've got
cook.
on the show floor here,
You
isn't
cook.
it, at the start of the game. Because I had so much fun. I get what you mean as well when you're just trying to discover
It's
what
been stuck
exactly
in my
it
head
does
since
and the
Saturday.
storyline
It's
sets
fair.
that
That's
up.
fair. Oh wow,
but
what
what
games
about the combat in the
they
game as
showed
well?
so
We can kinda
far?
see our first fight
Diablo.
Yeah.
And
So, it's a
the
group of bandits. They were
snowboarding
resting just nearby
game
their camp and
and
doing
this
their
game.
bricky stuff.
Like
And
Diablo
then they saw that
That's
something
it,
happened,
dude. How long have I been
wall
streaming?
was destroyed
Where's the
with
time?
huge noise. They just
There it is. Yes.
turned up going to
That's
see what's
all that we
happening
it's
and
showed
found
so
you,
far. Diablo,
a
that
player,
snowboard game,
and
and you at the end of the VOD, I'll go and I'll click
it's
on
amazing as
each
well, 'cause
game that was
I found myself
showed
when
at
I
the
was
very
playing
end, so
this,
that I could
is
just
I was like the
cut
flashlight
and
turning
clip
on and
that
off, and
part,
like,
or
you can
highlight
also,
that
like,
part,
lean round corners,
and then
can't you,
post
to
it
kind
so
of,
everyone
like,
can see all
engage
the
fights
games
from,
and
like,
like
a
the
bit of
register
cover.
codes and all that
very
stuff at
important
the
in this
end.
game to
Oh.
have a proper tactics.
See,
You
Blizz,
should
bro.
hide a lot. You should use your med kits. You should
Facts.
survive grenades because AI is very.
It's 3 hours. It's three.
pushing
Yes.
and challenging.
It's
They're
3
trying
hours,
to,
bro.
outcome you to go from other side. And
yeah, we
it's
already
pretty
an hour
stressful,
in.
so it's a first fight.
We only
It's
seen
very
3
simple fight
games.
against 3 bandits, but as from what we can see, it's often lead you to several
I
deaths.
do want to play POW World Peeves.
unforgiving as
Here,
well.
you want
And
some of
we
my
did see
matcha
as well,
lemonade?
I found
You
that
need
it's like
some,
a big part of the
you need
game is
some
like
energy.
looting. So
There's like
what
6
kind of
scoops of
things
matcha
should
in
people be looking
here.
out for when they're looting?
Yeah, so the part of the game, so
Matcha
while we are
will wake
fighting,
you up.
we are losing our resources, consumables,
Let us
food,
play.
ammo, and after the fight
Let
finishes,
us
we
play.
have to get through the dead body's pockets.
I need to
find
lock
some
in. Ain't
ammunition,
streaming
maybe
a few
move their
days.
camp to
Okay,
restore
that's
what
what.
we
No,
just
matcha
spent,
is
because
a
without
very
it,
distinct
we just
taste.
run out of ammo, and the player
Well,
would
we have
be,
green
like,
tea.
stuck.
Because that's the big thing I have. I am very trigger happy when
Okay.
it comes to first-person shooters.
Okie
Like
dokie.
I fire way more bullets than I should, and then I found myself as well. I was like, I need to go check every building that I can.
No, you can
because
leave it
I
out.
need more ammo.
That way it's fully
what
thought
kind
out
of
by the
advice
time.
would you say for players hopping into Stalker 2 spend their time in the world?
So the reason
We gonna
why
miss
you
you.
should
Diablo folks
discover
paid like
and look
5
for,
mil and
some
said give us an
stashes in
hour of
locations
time,
is
bro.
not
Facts.
because you just want to
They
find some
definitely had
items,
to.
but because
They
it's
had to have
interesting to discover
Why the
this
fuck did they do
abandoned
that?
place. Where
I've been
some
scrabbling
living
for like
some time ago,
3 days.
and
I feel
there is some
you.
story behind
I feel
it,
you.
and where
I'm like,
you
I
are,
need to stream too.
just walking around and
I need to be
looking for
better
the corners, and
as
it's
streaming.
beautiful there.
So.
You can surprisingly find something stashed there, because it's an stalker stashes. They use some stashes for their next journeys, because they can bring like hundreds of thousands of.
She's just leaving for a second.
kilograms.
She'll
They
be
have
back.
to make some stashes for there, and players
She'll be
sometimes
back.
find them. And
She ain't really
it's
got that far to
often
go.
rewardable, and often it's very rewardable, because you can get a huge equipment
She
boost
went to the
by just,
kitchen.
going to some building you didn't expect to find anything there, but it could be there.
That's what I found. I found myself like an assault rifle when I just had a pistol to start with. I was like exploring buildings and found that. But the game also, it looks amazing.
Yeah, this is the start of a next fight. The player, we have some stealth mechanics.
Yeah.
So it's not very.
You got.
As you used
Don't,
to have
wait, you
stealth
got
in the
gonna
game,
get me in
it
trouble.
doesn't offer you,
Well,
like,
y'all
ability
making
to
me
be
laugh too
invisible
much at
for
work,
enemies.
man. Oh,
No, they will
don't
see
get
you and
caught.
shoot you. But at least
Don't get
it
caught.
allows you to get
You too happy at work,
slightly
they're gonna start
closer,
putting more
to find
workload
better
on you.
position
Like,
to
oh,
start
you
the
seem
fight,
like you got
or
energy.
maybe to
I made
start
you go
initiate
do
the
X,
fight
Y,
with a
and Z.
grenade to, so it would be easier for you.
You're in a good mood.
And then the fight
You
is
must not
pretty,
hate what you do. Come over here.
challenging.
Let's get you on
And you have
this
to watch
section.
your hit points and your state, because you can be.
I got an
get,
extra
bleeding,
project for
and you have to
you.
use a bandage to stop this bleeding, because it's not. It's gonna last.
You
for long,
said that and
and
she
you're gonna lose a lot of
started
hit points
walking
if
this
you not
way.
stop and use the bandages.
Yeah, because you have multiple ways of healing, don't you?
I'm
You've got
sorry.
like the bandages to stop the bleeding,
No,
but there's
I'm
like
going
different
to the
types of med kits that you
bathroom.
can find as well.
You can have a regular med kits, medical med kits, and
Damn.
an army med kit.
Yeah.
Damn.
And they
Don't
provide
let her
additional
in
boost,
on
but
it.
mostly it's
Don't let her
restoring hit
listen.
points.
You gotta
But
walk around
also,
work
if
with
you
a
are
half
not in the
smile.
fight,
Okay, they
and
can't know
you
you're
just
too
need to
happy.
recover a small portion of health.
They
you
can't
can just
know.
eat, and it will also bring you a small portion of.
They're gonna
hit
start
points.
asking you
See,
for
that's
all
what I loved
types
as
of
well.
stuff.
I found like there's so
They're gonna
much
ask you to
resource
come in on your
management
days
you
off.
have to like pay attention to a stalker, which really gives you a different challenge. So it's like you said, if you don't eat, you're going to perform worse.
Don't
in
do
gunfights.
it. Don't fall for it.
Yeah, so you have to watch about your state, just like you're watching about yourself. So we try
You
to
got
bring
me
this,
giggling in my little corner. It
simulation
was like
or atmosphere as
happiness.
you being the real human that goes to Chernobyl.
We need to go
exclusion
fix that right
area
now.
with your backpack with some food, and you just have to do.
Just
the
joking.
same
I don't know
things
where you work
to
or what your
survive,
line of work is.
in the
I'm
game.
I'm just trolling
life
though.
is you have to eat, you have to sleep, you have
Keep trolling,
to
trolling,
like you
trolling.
fall, you broke your leg, you have to use some med kits to survive this, and that's what we are doing
Stalker
here.
2.
Yeah, no, I honestly, like, it's one of those
Dark
things. I'd recommend it to
the
anyone if you
Chernobyl.
haven't had the chance to just play the original Stalker as well, because
Can't
when I
take
got
us
to play here,
nowhere.
you just
Nah,
think and
bro,
approach
don't do
gunfights
it.
so differently.
Not unless
because
you
there
wanna
is that,
have a
like,
good
risk element,
time.
like that risk element. and some of the
Don't do
enemies,
it.
like, I was jumping out of my skin because there was like a camouflaged
At
opponent
all.
that I came across in the
Damn,
demo
Shell
here
with
at
the double
Gamescom.
down.
And like, can you tell us a little bit more about the enemies that we're going to face?
We definitely will keep you laughing. That's totally true.
Different
It is.
factions.
It definitely is.
There are factions that came from the first Stalker trilogy.
Definitely is. Guys,
and
I'm
there are
so
new
sorry.
factions,
I'm
and they
really
have a
trying
story
to,
behind them of how they appear, what is their goals, and for the player, it would be interesting to uncover and discover these stories. And it's important to mention that from one walkthrough, the player won't know the whole
This was
story.
the day I was like,
So
you know,
you
really
have
invited
to have
to
several walkthroughs to get all these
live
pieces
stream.
together, or you can
They don't
discuss
really
it with your friend
enjoy
who choose some other
shooters
path,
like
and
this.
you can share the information about what you see to each other, and you uncover,
where are my shooters in the chat? Andre,
So
you like shooters. How are you feeling about this Chernobyl like
should be
game?
interesting for people to discuss.
How are you feeling
their
about this game
experience,
right now?
with each other?
It doesn't look
we
inviting.
also saw just beforehand. Right, we can actually see the
I'm
scanner
really
going
trying,
on right
like,
now. Talk us through this.
And it might just be because I can be biased about games.
And the faster it beeps, the nearer.
But I can't even say that because
is an
I'll try
artifact.
anything if it's
You can collect
interesting.
artifacts
There's
just
only
by
like
using
3
scanner.
things
And,
that will really get me into a game.
at
Oh
this
my
point,
god, no.
player
And that's
face
not one
the
of them.
Bloodsucker is a canonical enemy.
That's
in
not one of
Stalker
them at all.
series.
That thing just
the
jumped out of the
cannon ability
ground.
to become invisible for player.
What was that?
We found
Absolutely
that
not.
from the
No.
feedback of the players and from,
No!
from what we see that he's
That thing
doing
disappeared.
quite challenging thing for the players. And
where is it gonna come from?
Also, it's
I
very
ADHD'd
rewarding because when you
hard.
start playing the game, and
That
you
thing
start
is
facing
fucking
some
moving
challenge for
around
the
all
first
in the
time,
grass and
you
shit.
may die. Second time you
No
may die,
way.
But, after and after,
I'm not
it
really
becomes
into it.
easier
I'm
for
not
you,
into the
and at some
campaign of
point you
shooters
become
usually.
master of
That's
the game.
fair facts.
Everything is easy
I
for
saw
you.
that.
But
So
it
this is
takes
like a zombie
time
game.
to
Well, it's
learn
based
the game.
on Chernobyl.
This terrified me.
So,
honestly,
like,
I was there going like, wait.
that makes
at first I was
that
like,
makes
what's
sense.
attacking me?
If
And
I play a
was like,
shooter,
how
I'm
do I
playing
counter
multiplayer.
this? And I was like,
And that's where I was
suddenly
going
realised
into.
there's a
Like, it really
camouflaged
only takes
attacking
like
me. It's like
a
I
couple
love that in this game, though,
components
there are so many
or a
challenging
couple
enemy,
features in a
like,
game that's gonna
components.
100%
Whether you're
get me to
fighting
try
bandits,
it.
whether
That
you're,
is
like,
pets.
fighting these sort of enemies.
There's any type of pet or
and then I was,
companion
like,
in a game,
looting everything.
I'm
I
sold
became, like,
immediately
a
to
loot
at least
goblin,
try it.
where I was going to every
And these are things. Like, let me
building
be
and just
specific.
trying to find
These are things
as
that
many
will
medkits so I could
100%
stay
guarantee
alive.
me to try it.
And there is also
If
lot
there
of,
is pets,
pieces of content
mounts,
just
if it's
near the locations.
multiplayer,
It is not a main quest. It's
and
often not a side quest.
team
it's
based.
just some
So if it's, it
encounters
has to
or
be,
narrative
and this is
little
like accompanied.
stories
It has to be
bring,
multiplayer or co-op,
you
and
an
also be
experience
team
of,
based. In a sense where I have to
discovering
work
this
cooperatively
real
with my
location, real
team.
zone. And
I will play it.
it's
I'll
not a
try
fake
it.
World, it's full of
even if it's a
small
horror
pieces.
game. I'm really bad.
For
Like
me,
I
find
don't
it
like
very
horror games, but if I
interesting
can
to discover. Even
like
if I know
wreak
the game
havoc or
pretty
be in the
much,
midst of chaos with
still
my
the
friends,
world
I will
map is
do
so
it.
huge, so even for me,
Any type of pocket
going back to some
monster
locations
game,
make
any
me
game
feel,
that
"Oh,
gives me
I
some
didn't
type of
expect to
companion
find
I
it
can either
here."
fight
They bring,
with
something
or
here also. So for
keep
me, it's
that
also,
a companion that follows me.
Like
what
feel the
else?
same
Gotcha games where I
wow
collect
effect when I
characters. If it's a
discover
character
something for
collecting
me.
freaking
You really
game,
get
I'm gonna
rewarded for spending
try
that
it.
time to look around
for
the world
sure.
and kind of try and find those caches, and it's going to pay
Farming
dividends.
games, as long as it's
yeah,
not a
it's
simulator.
One of the
Like if it was
main
just
goal
straight
in
a
making
straight
this game is to
simulator,
bring
I
as
probably
much
would not play it.
freedom
But if it was
and,
any type of cozy game like farming
allow
game, I'ma
player
play
to
it.
be as he wants to be or she wants to be.
Any shooter
to
that
play
also
the
has
role,
magical
they
components or like
feel,
or abilities
it works
other than
for
where
them,
I can shoot,
and
but that's not my
the player
main.
could,
I don't have
like,
to use
start
that
being very
as a
rude
main way
and,
to
cruel, and
fight
they
or
can
defend
act
myself.
totally different
If
in
I
this
like
game
Destiny,
as,
I don't
like,
really
a
enjoy
player
shooters,
who
but I
wants to
love
be,
Destiny because
on the
I
friendly
can
side.
also rely on my
So,
abilities
there are a lot of freedom
as
it's-
a
and it's
guardian
rewarding.
in that
so
sense.
even being cruel is
I have to
rewarding,
shoot, obviously. My gun is.
but
Oh, Oh,
there is a
unlimited
balance.
ammo.
The game will also
If there is a gun that I can use that has unlimited ammo, I'm gonna play.
Is for everyone
When it comes to shooters,
wants to get their hands
because I
on
don't
the
like
game,
having to reload.
they're going to be
I
able to
don't
play.
like not
November,
having ammo
so
or having
it's
to go
not so
find
time,
it.
so much
I'm not
time
cool with that.
left.
I don't, because I
for us,
pray
we
and
are,
spray
every day
often.
counts. We are doing
So,
everything possible to bring this as polished gameplay as possible.
if I
and
play shooter
I
multiplayer,
hope
if I
you
want
enjoy it.
a good story, I play a different type of game because they excel at storytelling. That's fair. I just can't get into this. That's fair. Have you ever played Alan Wake? I actually had it on my
as well. But now to
on
a new
my
line of Xbox accessories,
Xbox
making a splash here at Gamescom. Take a look.
or my PlayStation. I
But
can't
thank you so
tell.
much,
When I
Vijay.
worked at
Appreciate it.
GameStop, I
Thank
used to
you.
get games all the time, and I never actually got into Alan Wake, but I did have it.
Good job.
I never played it though. I didn't try it.
Leo has issues with his motor ability. He doesn't have access to a lot of things.
There's so many disabled people that deserve a shot to be like everyone else.
I want to be a part of this world.
So this is my Xbox adaptive joystick.
It allows her to
Oh, that's
use the
freaking
controller without using both hands.
It's almost like the VR.
It just clicked to him. This is a joystick. I manipulate the character, and this is how I'm going to move myself.
You've got every button covered.
This is sweet.
This is how we do it.
This is
Bum,
like
bum,
thumbstick
bum,
topper.
bum,
You can get different sizes, and this is what
Aww,
I use to make
I
it
love
easier
that.
to
I'm glad that
maneuver.
they have that.
You can get files from the Xbox Design Lab. Then you can go somewhere else and get it printed.
Be yourself, design it how you want. You're playing with your Xbox controller.
Xbox One in my heart.
With the Xbox
Facts,
controller assist,
but
when he
also,
needs help,
like I
when he
said,
gets stuck,
I just have a Game
I can
Pass.
hit the gas for him.
Or I have
and he
access to
can
that
control
stuff,
the
so
rest.
it's very hard for me to want to
Having
drop
a joystick
a
levels
couple
the playing
hundred
field.
on a console when I've
Your
already
character, you
dropped
can
so much
fly.
on my
You can do
PC.
everything you can't do.
He enjoys winning.
But this
and
is
will
sweet.
definitely
I'm glad
let
that
you
they
know when
do
he does.
this.
Big news for all gamers everywhere. We've got some new accessories designed to give gamers more ways to play. And here with all the details, please welcome
It
Xbox
was
Principal
beautiful.
Designer Chris
I
Kujawski
love that
and
they did
Senior
that.
Accessibility Product Manager Caitlin Jones. Welcome to Gamescom.
Thank you, Maxie. Yeah, thanks for having us.
How's Cologne treating you? All good?
I love it here. Yeah,
Amazing.
first time in Gamescom. This is pretty exciting.
Oh wow,
Hey,
first
thank
time.
you.
Okay, the full week ahead of you. I can't wait for you to see it.
that.
So I can't believe the Xbox Adaptive Controller launch is 6 years ago.
I'm all for
But you didn't stop
inclusivity.
there.
Same.
So what's
Exactly.
new in the world of
Everyone
gaming
should
and
be able to
accessibility?
enjoy video
Yeah,
games.
thanks, Maxie.
for
So,
sure.
as you saw, we just announced our
Everyone.
Xbox Adaptive Joystick. It's a wired controller that is designed to be a companion for our Xbox Adaptive Controller as well as other Xbox controllers. And that will be available to customers in 2025, early on in 2025. As well as our Xbox Adaptive toppers that you can create with Xbox Design Labs. And these are really great, I think, especially for players who might have some difficulty
Yeah,
using the thumbsticks
for
on
sure.
their
I love
controllers.
that they're
They can
doing
choose
that.
from different shapes, customize the sizes, the height, and the width, and attach them to their adaptive joystick as well as their Xbox Wireless or Elite Series 2 controller, and really customize the way that they interact and grip with those thumbsticks on those controllers to meet their
I
unique
like that
needs.
mug.
So overall, we're just really excited to continue to expand the ways that players can play the games that they want to play and also how they want to play. But it doesn't just stop with our Xbox accessibility offerings. We also have some really fantastic partners through our Design for Xbox program, including BioWave and 8bit2, who are also announcing some exciting accessibility news today.
And with everything in your line of work, the feedback from the community is crucial. And the gaming and disability community was also instrumental in feedback for creating the joystick. Can we hear more about that?
Yeah, that's a great question. And certainly at Xbox, we are firm believers in the saying nothing about us without us, meaning we do not
I like your
create
tattoos.
accessible devices or features for the disability community, but rather we need to create them with the disability community. They are collaborators and they're the experts in their own experiences and needs. So from very early on with the adaptive joystick, we had our disability community be hands-on with early designs and functional prototypes, and I know Chris will share a little bit more about that on the hardware design side. But even from a software perspective, you know, we really heard from our players that they wanted one, an affordable joystick for their adaptive controller so they can easily find that and have that as a resource to them, but also something that fit in seamlessly with their existing setups. So we knew it was important to create something that was highly customizable. You can remap all of the buttons on the joystick, you can create different profiles, you can connect it to your Xbox adaptive controller for a full adaptive setup, but you can also use it without your Xbox adaptive controller. You can plug it directly into your console or PC and use it alone, or employ Xbox Controller Assist to link it with another controller and kind of play that way. So
YouTube is
all
like
in
that
all,
with their merge.
the disability
But I was
community's
wondering if, like,
involvement is
Xbox
absolutely
is the same
critical
way
in everything
with
that
their
we do,
merge.
and we're so grateful to have them as co-collaborators and designers in these processes.
So many options. So how did the community feedback inform the final design of the adaptive joystick?
Yeah, like Caitlin mentioned, we're always looking for that feedback, and
What
for this
shirt
device
is
in
that?
particular, we actually visited
Which
a hospital
one?
in
The one
Seattle
that I'm wearing
that
or
uses
the
gaming
Xbox one?
as therapy for some of their spinal injury patients. So what that means is we went there
Yours, it's
with a
an
box of
esports
prototypes,
teams called Mayhem.
got feedback on the grip size, the shape,
That's
the number
esports
of
jersey.
buttons, where the buttons were located.
They're the
They
Xbox
liked some of the
shirt
stuff.
is
They
an
didn't like some of the
Xbox
stuff.
shirt. Listen,
And that's exactly why we're there.
I
One of the
just
most important
thought
things that we
I
took
would
away
ask just
from
in
that
case.
meeting was the importance
know,
of having the controller be
I'm not
mountable.
saying anything.
Lets you put it in a
other
lot of different
than,
positions. Hold it
you know,
stable if
I
you're not
just-
able to hold the controller in your hand. So we added
I
this
didn't know which
threaded
one
insert
you
here.
meant,
It's the
you
same
know?
same one you
There's a
find on a camera
green
tripod or
There's a
actually
white
on the
one.
adaptive controller as well. And so that really allows you to use non-hand body parts with the controller easily. So we
Listen,
took
I
that
don't like to
feedback and then
assume.
used it to iterate on the design.
Wow. And just curious,
like-
how does that process look
I don't
like of
like
creating?
things.
Do you 3D print prototypes? Do you mold?
That's clearly an
what do you do?
Xbox shirt.
We do both of those
Yes.
things. Usually, I like to start making something that goes in your hand
No.
by making it by my
I need
own
more
hand. So
alcohol. I'm
we'll
about to
take
go
a block
get
of
me some.
foam, carve that away. We'll take a 3D print,
Scrum.
add clay to it,
Scrum.
and then sand it away. And I'm doing this in the design lab, in the workshop in my garage. And we're just really iterating constantly to get the feel right, to get the ergonomics right, the
Pretty
position of the
sweet.
buttons right. We usually start with a very primitive
And that's
form
clearly
and
a
then add
spaghetti
those
string
details,
shirt that PB
throughout the
has.
design process.
It's
One
called
of the
a
other things that's
spaghetti
really
strap
important from
shirt.
from my perspective as a designer,
No, your
and this
shirt.
maybe sounds obvious, it's an Xbox controller. It should look like
No,
an
your
Xbox
shirt.
controller.
I'm
So many of
crying.
the adaptive
He's like,
products
all
that
right.
gamers have
All
to
right,
use,
y'all.
they might look like hospital equipment or something you have to use
I'm
rather than
not a
something
girl.
you want to
I
use.
know.
Like, Xbox
Listen,
makes cool products.
maybe
We
you
want,
need to go
we want our
to
gamers
the
to want to use
store
the products, and so
and look
using
at
the same
some
form
and
language,
ask
the same color material and
one
finish,
of the
really
workers,
helps it
one of the
feel
sales
like a part of the Xbox
representatives
family, and that goes a long way
about
in
the
removing
different
some of
shirts
the
that they
stigma that's
sell.
associated
Okay,
with using
I'm not
adaptive products, and that's
responsible
a
for
really
your
important thing that I think
knowledge
design
on
and Xbox brings
apparel.
to the table here.
Yeah, it looks very well next to the adaptive controller, traditional Xbox
Welcome back,
controller.
Seamless.
So good job.
It's good to
job.
see you.
One
Ain't
question.
missed
So I heard the
nothing.
rumor that the idea of the 3D printable topper files came from an internal hackathon event. Is that true?
That is true. Very similar to
You didn't
the
miss
Xbox
anything.
adaptive controller
We're just
years
being
ago.
chaotic.
The adaptive
honestly.
thumbstick toppers were born from a hackathon project. So a hackathon is a week where Microsoft employees get to take a break from their day job and work on a passion
Oh.
project. And this
That's
particular team
cute.
was inspired by
Wow,
really the high
I didn't know that
cost
Microsoft
of
does
adaptive,
that
accessories
for their
and doing
employees. They
custom
just said
setups
that they
like
get to take
So
a break from their day jobs and
knowing
get
that
to work on a
3D
passion
printers are a lot
project.
more
It's
available
part of
for
their
home or as a service,
job.
they
That's
combine these
fucking
two
awesome.
ideas
That
to
caught my
create
attention.
a great range of products that
There needs to be more
offer gamers a lot
programs
more
like
options to
that in the
customize
work
their setup just
environment.
exactly what they need.
Because that's dope.
So much goes into the
So as
creation
long
of these
as
accessibility
Google knows
offerings,
what I
and
mean.
especially what did the development for the 3D printable files
Did Google
for the
know what you
adaptive
meant?
config toppers look like? Who did you work
Did
with?
Google know
Yeah.
what you were
Yeah,
talking about?
very similar to the adaptive joystick and all of our other accessibility offerings. We
When you said
again
spaghetti
partner
string?
directly with the disability community,
I
specifically
would
a
love
lot
that.
of
That's
hospitals
dope.
and gaming
That's
accessibility charities
That's
that were
dope.
doing a lot of
That's
3D
dope.
printing work.
No,
So
for real, I would
we
love that too
worked
if my
with them
job was just like,
directly
hey,
and kind of
listen, I know
just
you've been working
asked,
hard.
what are the most common shapes and designs that you all
Layla
are
calling her
creating or
job
that you find
tomorrow.
work
So
best
do
for
y'all
your
offer
players? And that's actually
off
what
days for my
informed the final
passion
6
project
shapes
or
that,
not?
we have available
Do you
today.
understand how
So
long I'd be off
very
work
direct, working with them and getting
if
that
I just
feedback.
worked on
Something
straight
that we
passion
also learned,
projects?
though, by working with them is
They're
that,
already
you know,
yelling
not
at me
everyone
now.
needs a full-on adaptive setup.
Saying I have too
Sometimes
many
just
hobbies.
minor modifications
I have to-
to how you
I
interact
have to
with
sign-
your
I have to
thumbstick can
submit
be
3
the difference that allows someone to play longer,
OBAs
more
for my
comfortably.
job.
It can also be the difference whether you
For
can
my
play all
passion
together.
projects.
So
in the
based
gaming
on
industry.
that, we did want to create something
They were
that
like,
was
"You do a lot," and I
available,
was like,
discoverable, and easily
"It's like every
customizable
day
for
for
customers
me.
because through working
Just
with
my
our
everyday
disability
life."
community,
Thank you.
again, more and more
White
learnings
dose.
nonstop, always coming in.
Google's
we did learn that, you
OBAs.
know, not everyone has access to easily connect with these hospitals or these more tech-savvy
He said, as long as
maker
Google knows what I'm
communities or
talking about,
charities
that's
are
all that matters.
customizing these designs and printing them, and also not everyone at home knows
But that's
how to
actually
3D
a
model
good
and
idea,
customize
allowing
their
your
own
employees
shapes
to
at
pour
home.
time
So
to pour
with
into
the Xbox
themselves
Design Lab
facts.
platform, it's as simple as picking your
What's up?
shape,
Why,
using
hello,
sliders
Layla,
to
aka
adjust the height
cooler
and the
than
width of
polar
those
bear's
shapes, and you're
toenails.
given a free 3D printable
How
file
are
that
you?
you can then take
Heaves
to
is
a
a
printer
polar
if you have
bear.
access to. You can use a 3D
Heaves
printing
is a
service,
polar bear.
and it's as simple as customizing from there with no 3D modeling knowledge required.
I love that. But what I love more is that
Meanwhile,
you not
Google
only
couldn't even
support the
tell me
community
what
with
an
creating
OBA
accessories,
is.
you also support partners, third-party developers in bringing their designs to life. So can you share about more?
It's
a little
like
bit
out
more
of
who you're
business.
partnering
Like
with?
it's literally telling
And I will
me
say, I am just
I have to
personally
submit.
so grateful and
Hey,
excited
thank you
that
for
we
the
do have so
biddies,
many
real.
Design for Xbox partners
I have
who
to
are just
submit
really
like my
committed
out
to
of
making
business
gaming for everyone.
projects.
Some of the specific partners that we've been working with recently on the accessibility
Things
front
that takes
are
away
BioWave.
from me
So
focusing
back in
solely
May, they
on
announced their Proteus
my
controller, which is
business.
a modular controller that allows
Is
you
an
to really build
OBA.
your own unique setup that works best for you. And very
And they
exciting
only allow
today,
40
that
hours a
controller
week,
is now
40 hours a
available.
month.
In addition to BioWave,
For
8BitDo
OBAs.
is both announcing and available today
And I'm
their
like,
Light SE wireless controller. So
well.
all in all, you know, when it comes to accessibility, a rising tide floats all boats, and we're just excited that our players have more and more
Yeah,
options
this is actually dope.
within the Xbox ecosystem
I love
to
this.
really choose what works best for them.
What works
That's
best
a
for them?
lot of great news that you have today. So
Oh,
is there
thank
any
you.
place where we can look up all
That
of the
doesn't fit in my
accessibility
soup and
offerings?
salad diet
Yes,
that I
to find out more
that I
about any
have
of
to
this
be on.
accessible
But
hardware
I
that we've
do-
just talked about today, you can see the Xbox
This
Wire
is
blog
definitely
post.
soup.
Or if you happen to be here at Gamescom like us, you can visit us in the Here to Help area in the Xbox consumer booth. You can get hands-on with any of the products, do some live demos.
It's
And
great
if you're here on
soup.
Friday, you can see Caitlin in a discussion panel in the community area as well.
Thank you so much to both of you for coming.
fair.
And
I'm
also I want to
actually
say thank you so much for
Mayhem
making
today.
our booth accessible so everybody feels welcome. Thank you.
East Coast on salad.
Coming up, we'll get
It
a
was
look at the first expansion from
salad
Starfield.
garnish.
Find out what happens when
I just
nuclear
had
disaster in
salad
the quaint British countryside converts an atomfall. And Age of Mythology fans, stay tuned.
Toppings, no
We'll take a
salad.
look at what you can expect from the latest in the series. But first, it's time to explore ARY 26 once again in Revenge of the Savage Planet.
Xbox on accessibility controller always be nice, but what games are they dropping? I feel you real. What is going on? What?
It down my throat.
Oh, here's this freaking game, the Space Invader game.
Greetings, brave
They're
explorer.
they're showcasing
We
the
here at
Space
Alta
Invader
Global
game
would
now,
like to welcome you
peeps.
to our newest venture,
Bacha!
the colonization of space.
Hi,
You've spent
how are
almost
you
a century
doing?
hurtling through the universe in cryosleep, ready to begin your
Oh,
work
okay.
on this strange
You hit him
alien
up?
planet.
Look at you just hitting up my
Unfortunately,
parents being
changing market
cute.
conditions have led us to the realization that space exploration is far too costly and unpredictable, and Alta has decided to cancel
She
all
dropped
future
off them
plans
fries
space.
for you today.
I regret to inform you that you have therefore been made redundant. Your final check has been sent. We thank you for your service, and we hope you eventually find a way home.
Oh, you already saw my dad. Oh, well, yeah, I know, but I thought you said you were about to go see my dad. Damn. Oh, here's more gameplay on this game. Potentially. I don't remember if I saw this. This Space, like, Invaders game. Uh-oh. There's lime rice still. Launch a lime rice. I promise I will feed the family when I'm done streaming. Okay, this doesn't look as... He's got the salmon in this cilantro lime rice, right? That's fine. Oh, he's got it. He's picky. Yeah, it is funny. It's very derpy. It says just buy it. Okay, no, this is the same trailer. This is the same trailer from yesterday. This is the same exact trailer from yesterday. I thought we were getting more gameplay. He did. He definitely did. It's giving Mario and
What
Luigi
started
in
as a
space.
journey to the
That's
Savage
funny.
Planet,
Yeah, no,
has
I can see
turned
that for
into
sure.
revenge. Here with more on what fans can expect from Revenge of the Savage Planet, please welcome producer Noemi Lecuyer
Revenge of the Savage
and creative
Planet.
director Alex Hutchinson. Thanks so much
Yes.
for joining us.
We're very happy to be here. Thank you.
No, I left her.
Thank you.
How's your Gamescom going so far?
Very good.
Very good. Busy.
Yes.
It always
Meh.
is. There's so many games to play, so many things to see. But Alex, it's been a journey getting here.
Right.
And not only to the sequel
That's
to
the
fans,
point.
but also to
Feels
evolve
like
the game
meh.
as a whole. Can you
I
unpack that for
feel.
us?
Yeah, I think it's been a
Do you
pretty
wanna watch
crazy
Gamescom
half a
with
decade
us?
for not only us, but for the entire games industry. So we originally began as a
That's
studio
fair.
called Typhoon Studios. We made Journey to the Savage Planet. We were acquired by a large
Fuck
multinational.
no.
The pandemic happened.
An hour
we
of
updated the game, and on the
Diablo.
day we shipped, that same multinational made us all redundant. So we found ourselves
Listen,
sitting
I'm
around
not gonna
trying to figure
knock
out what to do. But luckily,
them
we've
for
decided
their
to reform
games,
for a new
but they have
studio,
an
Raccoon
hour
Logic,
of
and we've
Diablo.
made this new game, Revenge of the Savage Planet.
Yeah, and Noemi, can you kind of talk about the world that we live in? With Revenge of the Savage Planet? Have we got the
We're on
gameplay
both.
that we can push up? But
For
We're
Diablo?
before that.
Yeah, Alex, you talked
Yeah, so
about-
before that.
yeah.
So obviously,
Oh,
some of the
I'm
big
not looking
changes
at their
are that
chat.
we switched to third person.
Because they don't I don't know. There's
It's
some
still,
sus stuff
you know,
on
a game about
YouTube
exploring the
chat.
world, interrogating everything that you see. It's filled with wonderful, wacky, weird creatures. It's 4 planets
Which is
now
great for
instead of
people who
one
are very
planet. So there's
passionate
lots more
about
to do and lots
Diablo.
more to see.
Yes, so we basically
Same.
can survey, scan everything, and collect and catalog.
Right.
Here, as you explore the world,
Right.
you're going to discover rewards.
Okay, this
things
is
to collect
actually
as
this
well.
this is giving
The
No
rewards
Man's
are
Sky.
blocked by encounters with alien
Look,
creatures,
there's a little-
as well as puzzles and navigation
Yeah,
challenges.
he looks happy.
So lots of fun here.
Yeah.
It looks so cute.
Oh,
Like even
yes.
the trailer beforehand, it's like all the creatures. It's like
Yes.
adorable.
And you know it's a sequel when you're
Yes,
swimming.
Mr. Fix It.
It happens every single time.
Yes,
Every
he
time.
runs
Add water,
funny. He
you-
does
you
run
go
funny,
in,
y'all.
No water.
Exactly.
Same
Oh,
thing.
Felix.
But, Alex, there's obviously a ton of creativity by the team to produce an incredible world, but
Fix
players,
It, Felix.
perhaps players take
We're
on
like,
obstacles
we
can
don't
be
even
equally as
fucking
creative.
know.
So in the world, like how are players going to approach the obstacles that they face?
Yeah, so we've taken
That's
a really
fair.
systemic approach to open world
Fix It,
design.
Felix
so it's still a
Jr..
Metroidvania. You're still being
Yes.
blocked by different obstacles. You need
Leave
to
it
go
to
back
the
to
mother
your
to
habitat
know.
and upgrade your tools to get through them.
I-
But what we wanted to do
Shell
was
his
have a
mom.
Metroidvania where there's a single lock but multiple keys. So you see
Uh-oh.
different types of objects. Say if it's a cracked
These little
world that you need to
monster
blow up,
creatures
you could
things
do it
are
with
the
a grenade.
aliens
You
look
could find a
weird.
creature that explodes.
Oh my
Anything that
gosh!
generates
It
an
literally
explosion will
was
get
like,
you through. And so
whoa.
hopefully, as you see in this video, there's a little bit more systemic
he's
chaos
spraying it with
than
water.
most games
Oh
of
my!
its type.
Oh,
So there's lots of creative ways to kind of like solve the problem.
Okay,
You can
I'm a
you
little
can have bit of
more
fun with it, and every
interested
time you
now.
play it as
Oh
well,
my gosh,
you're gonna
look
get
at
those different
this.
experiences.
Exactly.
Another way players can make their game their own is through
okay.
customization.
This is actually I'm more entertained now.
Yes, absolutely. So we've added tons of new outfits in the game.
I kind of like
you
this.
Can
there
mix
we
and
go.
match between the
See,
different outfits.
once we
whether
got the
it's the helmet,
breakdown
the boots,
of
or the
it,
gloves,
it was
all the
actually
outfits are
it looked like
inspired
nonsense,
by,
and we
sci-fi
like that.
themes, famous like Star Trek.
We like
Here we can see
nonsense.
some of the suits here, as well as like Power
Is
Rangers.
that a fucking beekeeper's hat? Oh,
shirt,
farmer suit,
you
of
get killed
course.
immediately in the game. But
Of course, I saw the farmer
wrong with
suit
red shirt?
because I
Just a
am a
trope.
farmer
Just a trope.
head ass.
You also have a habitat where you will find all the main modules like you see here.
And
the
we
PC,
like stuff
that
like
you will use
this.
throughout the
Oh,
game.
you guys, I forgot
But
to
there's
say
also
that I
another
really want to see.
section that you can
I
fully
want to play the
customize,
Dune game.
with lots of things. So as
Keeps
you,
the Dune game is like
explore
it
the
also
world, you will
gives
find
No Man's
Alta
Sky.
containing Alta
Yes, only I'm
bucks
afraid that
that
the
you can
worms
spend
might
in
be
the
able to
Alta
eat your
store,
entire base.
on furniture, accessories, and
that would
basically a
make
lot
me
of
upset.
useless junk to really make
Right.
the space your own. So I
Yes.
hope players have a lot of fun with that.
Right, exactly. But the way that they have it set up is it's kind of like the same way as No Man's Sky, where when you create something, it's like a building, like a room that you can put together with other
Yeah, so a lot of the team
things
members have
in
worked
the
on
base.
different
So.
two-player co-op games.
I like the slow motion walk. Yes, you like all the ways they walk. Oh, I like that it's. I like the glow in the dark black light stuff. Look at that fucking tree.
Network co-op, but
Yes, it was
You
cute.
can play on the couch and even cross-play, so you can play
You
on any
did.
system with any other
Shaquille
system.
McNeil, what's up,
Split-screen
America? How you
games as well. I
doing?
grew up playing with my brother. Like every single game that we get our hands on to do split
What's
screen, that was
up?
always the way I went and played.
Perfect.
Yeah. Also, it's so good you've been able
Peeps
to
is
return
pressing
to
the
franchise
buttons.
and bring
He's
tons
doing
of
a great
fans.
job.
This game looks so fun. It feels like fun. It went to Alex.
I'm glad it's
can you
working
tell
for you
us
because
what
that
you
thing
think the
don't be
magic
fucking
is
working
for
for
this
me.
game and what makes fans love it
Great,
so
how
much?
are you? I'm
I
doing
think it's
good.
humor.
We're just
You know, you
watching
see
the
a lot of games
Gamescom
that are very
showcase
brave,
for
very
day
brown, very
one.
serious, and we wanted to get
I
back
was
to a
very
world that was
hyped
fun,
yesterday
that was upbeat, that was optimistic.
about
we like
things
the
that
idea
we
of exploring
saw.
space because it's fun, and you're going to find something exciting. You're
I'm
not
in a
gonna
better
find
mood
Matt
now.
Damon on the moon, eating
We
poop
are
mushrooms or
we
Mars.
are
So,
enjoying it.
hopefully,
Well, we just saw the what is
people
I forgot
see
the
that the
name.
humor in this is in the gameplay as well as the script.
Revenge of
That,
the
joke
Savage
we always
Planet.
tell
That
is
was
that, I
actually
can write a
once we saw
one-liner that's funny
gameplay
once, but
of
slapping
it,
your
it
best
looked
friend to their
good.
death off a cliff is funny forever.
The running, we saw eyeballs being exploded from aliens,
through that cracked wall.
and that's walking.
But also, really importantly,
Yes.
when a player's going to be able
Yes.
to get their hands on the game.
Yep.
So it's gonna come out sometime,
Marvel Rivals
next
is the
year,
only game I'm really
2025.
looking forward
for more
to.
info, you can go on the
But there's a
website,
lot.
Savage Planet Games.
There actually are a lot
and
that
wish
I
lists as well.
did like.
Please wish list.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, and I honestly, I
There
can't wait
are.
to come and have a go with it as well. So
So
thank
like
you
the
so much for joining us
links,
as well.
Begone
and have you got any
Beast,
final words as well that you want to share with
Flotopia.
fans?
I'm
No,
gonna
we
play
just look- please
Flotopia,
wish list
and
on
then
whatever platform, you
Infinite
like, and we'll show you some
Nikki,
more gameplay soon.
Infinity,
Honestly,
sorry,
thank you so
Infinity
much. But
Nikki.
coming up,
That was
we've
super
taken a
cute
spin
with
in
all the
some
little
new
animals,
wheels and
stuff
a
like
turn with a
that.
new story in Starfield's first ever expansion, Shattered Space.
Did you
But
hear
first,
Rival
check
drops
out
in
an
December? I
action-adventure
did
game
hear
about
that,
hope,
yes.
robots, and the power of
With
words.
like
This
Captain
is
America
Dustborn.
and all that.
We need to stick together.
Oh, I also want to. What is it? Rage, Fury? No. Sorry, I can't think of it. Blue Rage or something like that. Dustborn.
Dustborn isn't about
I did not
making
hear
the
about
big and
Dustborn
immediate
until
choices.
right now.
It's about the little things that add up over time. The words spoken
Yes,
that affect
it's like a
relationships
visual
and moods,
novel
the decisions that
so
stick
far.
with you and play out when you least expect
Unless
them
there's
to.
actual
The actions that
gameplay.
push your relationships in new directions.
I do enjoy a good visual
You're
novel.
suddenly so eager to chase after the robots.
Oh, keeping secrets again.
Yes,
huh?
I do like the two diversity.
It's about making tough choices. About how to deal with
Borderlands
the people in your
is also
crew,
coming out
how
too.
to manage them and pull them together to
Or-
do the job, and to make the compromises necessary to reach the end of the road.
Can I
and your own
smash
personal
is
goals.
wild.
We'll be taking a different route north.
It,
through
it was
liberty.
text. And he's probably talking
Before
about you because you just walked in the back.
I would actually like an explanation.
I concur.
If not,
Think
I
of the
don't
game
want
as a way
it.
to write your own comic book as you play. Each chapter or
Nani,
issue starting
I'm
with a new
fucking
cover,
crying.
displaying what you're
Merc
about to
is like,
experience,
what?
and each of them ending with a comic splash screen. These pages present key choices made in the previous issue that could have an impact later on. Whether a dialogue
Text.
line or event plays out because of a choice made by the
I love
player.
how I'm talking talking about the game. Oh, the characters in the game, like Dragon Age or whatever. Okay, I'm crying.
What the hell, Pack?
You're a hot mess.
In the Comic Splash,
I'm
you'll have
dead.
access to more data, such as
Text.
global stats about how many other players received
Right.
this particular consequence, allowing you to gauge
I'm
how
opening all
popular
my
this
streams
choice
like that
was.
from now on. YouTube
Some
videos
choices lead
too.
to crew mood change, which can have an impact on your relationship with
It'd
them,
be like
but
that.
also on their personal endings.
Are you just gonna hover?
We didn't finish our chat.
No, we were finished.
I'm worried
Oh.
about you, and I had more to say.
I'm sure, but I was done.
Every key crew member in the story receives one
Dang,
of
shut
3
down.
endings, or codas,
Excuse me,
based on
mind your
choices made
business. I'm
and
done.
actions taken by the player and
Like,
packs.
but we
Each
friends,
coda is
not
illustrated
right
by a
now.
comic book style splash screen,
I need
along with
space.
unique dialogues and events reflecting each character's
They don't
current
apparently,
status.
because the
The
face ain't
player
listening.
can at any time access the character
I think
codex
it's a dead
to see
language.
which coda is the current favorite.
It's going in my wine.
respects you. When you're unhappy, they
I'm
feel
allowed
it.
to have it.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh dang, yeah. Okay, Dad.
Whenever a dialogue choice or action affects a coda, the screen will display a coda emoji, along with an animation that tells the player how important this choice was.
I can't
It'll
wait
be up to you to decide
to go
how
on
the road
break.
trip
What you
goes
doing on
and
break?
how your
You hiding?
relationships will evolve.
Oh
We'll
no,
know
ma'am!
break
I don't
away
remember
from your
asking for
on-again,
sass.
off-again
I
relationship with
tossed her out the
or embrace
RV.
it. If
No,
Theo loosened up
Jack.
with the crew,
Jack
the
said
favorite is boss
bye.
status.
I'm
Ziggy resolved her
crying.
sister issues with
Survival
Max.
choice. She
Discover how it
getting
all
sacrificed
unfolds in
first.
Dustbound.
Damn.
Available now.
What's the name of your band?
Damn.
We're
You see
the
how far a
Dust
bad
Bowl.
attitude will get you? So you just maybe misunderstood. You don't know. He's like,
There is a dream that haunts me.
that is a dream that haunts me.
A most dreadful
Smoke this
nightmare.
bleezy. I'm crying. Xbox needs to catch up. Oh, PS exclusive is killing it.
The fortress of stone,
Yo. Yo.
which I struggle
Look at Dex. Oh, she said, don't disrespect me.
now slowly crumbling into ruin.
Industries who took over fucking Halo. That shit was funny as fuck. Yeah, I can quote you a bit.
The land
I'm crying.
perpetual autumn
Gamer right there that plays games.
yields to decay. A futile sacrifice.
I have no
remains
idea
instead,
what this
deep
is.
within the horns of the south.
Right. I feel like I saw this though. All Xbox has is booty meat controllers.
Now
What?
cracked by time
I'm crying.
fails to protect.
What do you say about Holo? What do you say about Halo? Holo, I'm crying. He never said nothing about Halo. Is this the song of whatever game? I feel like it is. Yes. We saw this trailer yesterday, to be honest. But I'm
My people, my legacy,
in the pre-show.
everything is collapsing.
I also do, and I don't like, and I know that people like devs put so much time
Do I understand?
and like love and passion into these games, so I don't want to like talk, but like it's just not for me. Fall of Avalon. There we go. Yeah.
It's one of my
Not I
favorite
do,
massive
Tex. PlayStation
open
getting
world
this
space
game.
adventures,
I do.
and it's just got its first
Do you want
ever
this game,
expansion
Tex?
coming
Is
up.
the
Here with
real
more
question.
On Starfield Shattered Space. Please
Another
welcome
Xbox
lead
L.
creative
I'll get
producer, Tim
them
Lamb.
all.
Hi Tim, how are you?
Doing
Looks
fantastic.
survival
Nice to
like.
meet you, Bex.
Awesome, it's lovely to speak to you today. So let's chat opening night.
It looks
live.
kinda
We
like
had
that
a really
too.
fun look at
But
very
without,
vibey
like, I didn't see
trailer
any
about
parrying
some
or, like,
vehicles. Could you tell us a bit more about that?
Counters.
I can. So we released the Rev 8. Super
Animations
excited. The
look
team
rough.
is
Oh
so
my gosh,
happy
guys.
to have this new element that adds to planet exploration.
Yeah.
In the game. So
Yeah,
you know,
I
we
mean, you
have
guys
these
aren't wrong.
dynamic worlds with dense terrain, lots of
We
very
did.
interesting obstacles, and like now. Those worlds are our playground to drive around.
Oh,
on.
this is
We
that
have
game,
a
the
lot of-
space game that Miz
in
was looking
navigating
for, I
that, we
think,
have
right?
vertical boost,
Just give me
forward
Skyrim
boost, we
2.
have a weapon on there. It's
No.
like a lot of different minute-to-minute just like
Starfield.
fantastic gameplay
Starfield.
opportunities for players.
Yeah.
And that's
Super
where
exciting,
Miz was
and
like,
Vasco
we
looked like he
just
was
got a
having
new
good time as
car,
well
but
on
no,
the
you did
record.
get
Love
DLC
that,
for this
love that.
too.
Now let's talk a wee bit
Make it
about the
multiplayer. That's
story
fair.
in Shattered
Skyrim
Space.
2
It's
multiplayer.
very
Yeah,
dark,
I would play that
mysterious.
for sure.
Could
I would
you
be
tell
hyped.
me and everyone watching a
Starfield
little bit more
Shattered
about the story?
Space. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think there's a hopeful optimism in the giant sprawling adventure of Starfield. You go to a lot of different locations, you meet a lot of different types of
just
people,
like
cast
the
of
base
characters
game,
there.
not
And
like the
Shattered Space,
MMO
that
of it.
tone, that mood, we were able to sort of distill it down and focus it
Yeah.
into a location in the
It
game
would.
around Dazra City. So like
Yes.
you get to meet that new house
Right.
room, the people there.
When they start saying dynamic and epic, the game's cooked. Stop it. Stop
Yeah,
it,
they
Tex.
sounded
Oh
a
my
bit, intriguing, shall we say, in the
god.
footage that we saw last night. So,
Well,
can
they
you tell us a
talk
wee bit
about
more about the
Sparking
House of
Zero
Ruin and
later.
kind of who will be
Or
coming
Sparking
across?
Zero later.
So,
I
I don't want to, no spoilers.
Sure.
You encounter a derelict star station.
Oh,
and
that's
this starts
fine,
you on your
yeah.
adventure to meeting the Varun.
Starfield,
You
I
end
haven't
up
heard
in the
anything
home
good
world
about it.
of
Ugh.
Varunkai in the city of Dazra.
Damn,
There's been a
This is-
catastrophic event.
I don't know.
You
We're
deal
being
with the
honest
minor houses
and
of the
being
faction of House
real, but
Varun
like,
to sort of uncover the mystery of what
like they got a
happened,
whole list of
and then,
buzzwords they make
resolve
that
it
make me eye
as you
roll
do as a
to
player.
the max.
There's lots of
To
choices
the
in that
max,
for you.
damn.
Okay, very interested
Sorry,
to find out
Tex.
what that story
I'm
kind
sorry.
of leads
Hey,
us
this
on
is your
to as
showcase,
well.
Tex.
Very good. Along with
This is your
that story
showcase.
that we've been
You
chatting
love
about,
Xbox.
there are some new game features as well.
Give me
as
Fallout
a huge
already.
new
I like
planet
listen. I
that
do
we can
enjoy.
explore.
What
Could you tell
the
us a bit more
hell
about
just
those
happened to
two?
my phone?
So
Why am I
we have
getting
the
all
city
these
of
alerts
Dazra.
from Discord
We've
at
focused-
once?
All of our effort has really been focused on the area around the city.
That was
So
wild, what I just
think
witnessed.
The beauty of it is that there's
Sparking
exploration.
Zero
that
drops real soon.
You can find nooks
Okay,
and crannies in the
okay.
game or little secret
Nah,
discoveries or
not my
locations you
president.
feel like,
I'm crying. You
I know
right.
I'm
Let
coming
me
back
be
here.
positive.
So there's like an excitement
No,
there.
you can be real
Yeah,
in
so
here.
It's that. It's yeah. I'm so excited.
No,
about
that would
it,
actually
and-
be
Oh,
good.
so excited as well.
That would
I mean,
actually
even
be
in the
good.
trailer, we saw kind of a very
Yes.
summery, beachy vibe cruising around on our Rev 8 too. Have you taken it for a spin?
We don't.
No, I do. And I
Is
think
Kate gonna still be in
Shattered
town
Space
Friday?
is like a
Yes.
Fantastic playground
Hey,
for it. Now, you can take the Rev 8 to any
What's
planet. You
up?
can take it
Yes,
into
Cake will still
Varunkai,
be here.
Varun's homeworld.
Yeah.
And drive
At this
there
point,
as well. But
Xbox
we
is
support-
competing with
I think that's one of the
Nintendo and
great things
still
about
not
our games
doing
is
a
we always
good
support
job.
Any type of place.
Fuck!
So it's like you can play with it, you can
Xbox
play without it,
competing
you can
with
take it to,
Stream
Varunkai, you
Deck
cannot take it there.
LMAO. What's up? What's
Okay, well, I'll
up? Not
definitely be
much.
taking
We are
it for a
trying
spin as
to,
well
you know.
when Shattered Space releases.
We're watching
too. Was there
Gamescom.
anything else that you wanted to chat to
Day
us about
one,
for Starfield Shattered
you
Space coming
know,
out?
we're doing,
anything we can look forward
witnessing
to?
You
the
can. I think you can look
Xbox
forward to an interesting
showcase
story,
for
a
new
handcrafted
Xbox
world,
games.
Yeah.
new weapons, new
We've
gear,
seen
new
Diablo,
to sort of
a
alter the way you
snowboarding
might
game
think
that I
about
forgot the name
Starfield.
of already.
Amazing. Well, Tim, I cannot
we
wait to
saw-
play it as well. And everyone watching at home as well, be sure to check out
We
Starfield
saw
Shattered Space, launching
that
September
alien game.
30th with Xbox
We saw
Game
something
Pass.
else.
Thanks again
We
for
haven't
chatting
seen
with
very
us.
much
Now,
because
next
Diablo
up,
did like an
we're
hour-long
exploring,
showcase.
scavenging, and
So I
hopefully
wasn't able to
surviving the
see
harsh world of Atomfall.
much.
But first, let's build a dungeon.
Waiting for Gamescom to start. Waiting for the Gamescom to start. I'm crying. Oh, here we go. Look. I saw cozy stuff happening. Xbox is really given another year not to play it. Dang. And I was just talking about that too. It's already really hard for me to want to buy an Xbox. Thank you. Because of the fact that I have a PC and I can just use Game Pass. So why do I want to dish out hundreds of dollars on a console? Can't wait to buy a Series X for this game. It's cute. I'm not this. Like I like this. It's my style of game. If you don't have a PC, you don't need the Xbox, huh? That's fair. The fact that Wait, the fact that I have every system but Xbox is concerning. I even have a Steam Deck. That's true. Bat has one too. That is cool. That's
Hi
cute.
there. I'm James, the designer of Let's Build a Dungeon,
I got
a
Steam
game
Deck
development
too.
simulator that's
No
coming to
Xbox.
PC and Xbox next
Like,
year.
come on, bro.
We
Like,
previously
bro,
brought
come
our
on.
game Let's
Put
Build a
this
Zoo
on
to
the
Xbox
Switch and
Game
keep it
Pass,
pushing
so
down.
It's exciting to be back here sharing news about
I hate
next
seeing
game.
games like this for next-gen
Today,
consoles that
we want
it
to share a
actually
closer look
enrages
at our
me like
multi-layered
nothing
management
else.
sim, and also reveal
So
some
you have
brand
to
new
think about the
features that we've never
children
talked
that
about
have
before.
Xbox.
Let's Build a Dungeon is designed to simulate
He's like, no,
every
I don't.
aspect of running a game studio.
I can
and
already
that
hear
starts
him.
with designing
I
something
hear
your
him.
virtual players will love. You get to decide which quests to put in the world.
He said, I
And whether
agree.
you want to focus on a traditional RPG built around magic and combat, or something more cozy like fishing or running monster farms. And if you want even more control, we have an exclusive new mode to share with you. Creative mode is our sandbox, but it's a sandbox quite unlike any other. Not only do you have access to literally thousands of assets, buildings,
Peeps loves to
characters,
build.
in Let's Build a Dungeon, you can also tell your own story. We are developing a series of easy-to-use tools
Yes,
that lets you
exactly.
create
I would
almost
play a
anything.
cooking simulator
From a production
because
level
I
dialogue
enjoy
editor that
cooking.
lets you create branching conversations, events, and
Yes.
rewards, to a full AI editor that lets you adjust anything from attack probabilities to spawn rates and weapons. We even have a tool that lets you draw your own pixel art characters, which will then automatically animate them for you. Our goal is
That's
to build a
cool.
suite of tools that gives you as much control as we have.
Children,
when
I'm
building
crying.
our
Better
games.
make an
Games
Xbox
made by
Lite
the
or
community
something.
will be available
LMAO
for
with
download,
what
along
SpongeBob
with
saying.
subtitles
I'm an
made by
adult.
developers like us here at Spring Loaded.
I'm
Adding
crying.
these tools felt like the natural extension of our game development
I'm
simulator.
crying.
Why stop at building the most detailed game dev sim ever created
Damn.
when we can add elements of a game
I mean, this
engine
is super
to give you
cute.
a full,
I'm gonna be
authentic
honest.
experience.
I'm not building
Hopefully,
this.
this
Like,
short
I would
overview has
join
given
it
you
and
an
play it
idea
with
of what to
you,
expect from Let's Build
and
a
I would
Dungeon
watch
when
you
it
build
ships
it.
next year.
Yes, but I would watch you. I would watch you. Like, if you were to stream it, I would watch you play for sure.
the pride of
Oh
Britain,
shit!
nestled in the picturesque Lake District, the state-of-the-art atom plant has transformed this rugged landscape into the
I'm
envy of its
assuming
northern neighbors.
that this is it. We'll see what it is.
Wind scale.
Nope.
Everything changed.
Not what I thought it was gonna be.
Went up in flames. Citizens of Wyndham, there has been an increase
Is
in
it?
bandit activity outside the village walls.
Make an Xbox Game Boy Advance handheld. I'm crying. Wait, it might be. It's looking like it. It's looking like it might be this. I'm saying only thing I want to see from next gen is human like hyper realistic cinematics.
For sale.
Huh? If you're hungry, yeah.
Please be careful.
Okay, I
It's
don't
more dangerous than you
know.
can
If,
possibly imagine.
what in the ass crack is this? I'm crying, guys. Stop it. It's just, I'm just gonna once it's fully thawed. Yeah. Yeah. I'm off to work. Have a great stream. All right, Rio. Have a good night, or have a good shift. I'll see you.
Post-war British countryside, and
Buy an
believe it or
Xbox
not,
when Fable
it's based on a
drops.
true story.
But
Well,
but Fable
more
even then
Atom
was a
Fall,
build.
please
Like, I
welcome
would have
Creative
fun
Director
playing
for
that,
Rebellion,
but not.
Ben Fisher.
I don't
How
think
you doing,
everybody
buddy?
will. Same thing will
Welcome
happen
to
with the
Germany.
Journey.
Thank you. First time here, or?
What do you say? I'm hungry. Mail me a
Not with a game
cracker. I'm
quite like
crying.
this,
I got the
right?
dip.
No,
Follow
let's
5.
talk about
I
that
was.
then, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, because
See,
this is,
yeah. I was thinking it was
usually
too
from
Merc,
Rebellion's
but then it
most,
ended up not being
famous
that.
series, let's call it
So
Sniper Elite. Can you tell us about this sudden change of pace here?
Sure.
he
I mean,
looked
it's
like
similar
me and
it's
Aaron
different
had a love
different
child
aspects of
crying,
the game.
throwing
So
the floral
we
shirt.
always value
I'm crying.
sandbox exploration and giving the player
Oh,
lots of
that's
freedom
funny. I
in their
did
objectives.
see that. He looked
At
a
the
lot
same
like
time,
Aaron
this is a
to me.
survival action
And
game
that's
with
funny.
some sort of RPG-ish elements.
did
and
look like
skills,
Aaron.
there's crafting. The
Thomas,
story
yeah.
of the game unfolds as you explore. It's kind of a mystery
I thought
game,
it
so
was
totally
gonna
quite
be
different to
potentially
Sniper.
Fallout, like Merc said,
I love
but
the
I was like,
exploration side of
no.
it. I mean, from what we just saw, the quick
Yeah.
trailer,
there's a lot going on. It's not just one sort of trope that you're sticking to. There's a lot to unpack. So maybe as we're checking out some gameplay that you brought along, that we can experience, we can jump into some of the influences that have made it into this title. Because, like I said, it's a lot going on here, man. So let's check out some of this gameplay as well.
Yeah.
You've got to start off with a postbox.
Where did Ito go?
I mean, it's on your T-shirt as well.
Yeah.
It must be quite a core feature of Atomfall, I assume.
It is actually.
If it's Xbox, we need something Halo related. Been in a drop for months. Hex, I don't know if they're gonna give
You're discovering what's happened in this post-apocalyptic quarantine zone in 1950s north of England. Different characters will ask you to do things for them, and they might help in return.
Xbox Live Force,
and one of the characters that you can interact with is this mystery phone.
We are in ads.
You don't know who they are, you don't know what they want, and you have to choose which characters you trust and don't trust in exploration.
Kind of like Bosley, Charlie's Angels vibes coming through the phone.
Yes, yes, exactly.
I like that. That's cool.
And like that,
you know, speaking about the story, and Henry, you mentioned it earlier. True story. Like, what is that about?
Yes, well, yeah.
To be fair, I have the plus or premium, so there isn't any when we're watching.
The first major nuclear disaster in the world was in Sellafield, so 1957.
Right.
We wanted to use that as a jumping off point for a story. So Jason Kingsley,
Yeah, exactly. Stopping in the middle and everything and whatnot.
observed that there are lots of games that are kind of like post-atom
Wow.
storytelling, like post-atomic disaster storytelling, but none set around this first disaster that's happened in the world.
Oh, I
So we
was
took
like,
that as a starting point
wow.
and then thought, what's a rebellion kind of?
But either way, they're still gonna get
interpretation
ads there too.
So, like I say, we value
Unless
that
they
kind of
have
sandbox exploration and player freedom, and then combine that with the sort of unique Britishness,
Don't
and
shut up.
that led to the environment that we've got in the game. So it's kind of an alternate history story, and it's a mystery that you uncover what's happened. And as part of the process of building that game world, we looked back at 1950s storytelling. So references like the Quatermass series, which is one of the very earliest sci-fi serials, or like early Doctor Who, and things like that. Some, like UK TV Gold kind of cultural reference points that even if people don't know the reference itself, they know the influences that came from.
There's still some queso in
and
there.
at the time, there wasn't a clear distinction between like folk horror and sci-fi and those kind of stories. So it's a blend, it's a natural blend in the storytelling style of the 50s.
And of course, you have to check some cricket bats in there for good measure. I mean, the combat's pretty crunchy, right? I mean, this is, like you say, a bit of a departure from Sniper Elite, which is typically long range, but in here we're getting right up, and even the fact that it's first-person camera as well. Like, these are conscious decisions you've made. So why did it feel right for Atomfall to treat it that way?
So in the case of Sniper Elite, you are an elite trained sniper. You know, Carl Fairbairn's like a human sniper rifle, right? He knows exactly how to fire
about
a
the
shot.
showcase.
Miles to take out that one guy. This is a different character in a different situation.
I
We
just
wanted it
guess
to be a
for
mystery.
like our
So
community.
there are no signifiers of
Thanks,
age, race, or gender for the player character.
Text
They're wearing
likes,
gloves, so you don't know
shooters
who they
and
are.
stuff like
Their
that.
backstory is
How-
part
Text,
of the mystery
how are
that
you
you may or
feeling
may not
about the
uncover as you
showcase so
explore. We wanted you to
The
feel more like
combat
it was,
is
it's not so much a
crunchy.
war zone
What?
as a pub brawl.
What?
You're desperately attempting to survive. There's not
That's
much
what I'm
ammo around.
asking.
The
Where-
guns
what
are
do you
all
mean the
rusty because
combat
everyone's
is
been trapped in this
crunchy?
quarantine zone for 5 years. You're mixing melee and ranged combat. You can throw your melee weapons. You can kick people to make them stagger back. We wanted you to be constantly, desperately mixing options and
He said it,
scavenging
not me. I'm
desperately
crying.
for
You know what?
resources.
And
So
I
there's a
was
real
like,
kind of
maybe he did.
tension
I'm
as you
done.
play, which is very, very
What does
tonally
that
different
mean?
to Carl, who's calm and controlled and
Someone tell me.
reads an entire situation before he decides what to do.
I think we can definitely get on board with the pub crawl.
Yeah. My entire playthrough is like it's a scene from Kingsman, basically, and it's
The dev
it's
said
gonna
it.
feel good. It's gonna feel great.
Talking about Kyle and, you know, that he's an iconic character, what about the characters in Atomfall? Are player characters and maybe so much of the focus, but are there other people that we're going to meet that are going to be key?
Yeah, so I need to have the right answer that doesn't spoil too many things. But as you explore the game,
Text, look.
different characters.
I put the
will
nails on. I did a
ask you
video
to help
earlier.
uncover the mystery of what happened in the Windscale plant, and maybe ask you to do something when you get there. And if you do that for them, they might try and find you a way to escape this quarantine zone. They promise to. So as you explore, you've got to decide who you trust and who
Unless
you
you
don't
want to
trust.
edit it.
Whether you think they're telling the truth or trying to manipulate you, whether you believe the same things as they do. So it's all murky shades of grey. There's no good guys and bad guys, and it's all completely open to the player. So you could theoretically kill every character in the game, and there's still a way to finish the game. You could theoretically play through and kill no one, and there's other routes available to you. So we really pushed hard into giving the player lots of options, lots of rewards for observing and choosing what to do. So there's lots of tropish characters, lots of kind of characters that fit this world of being north of England, and also being 1950s, 1960s culturally.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I like that. I mean, as a fellow Scot.
Oh my gosh,
really
they started blowing stuff up and causing and burning everything down.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Spoilers, yeah. But what we have done is we've taken like 1950s sci-fi, 1950s, or like old-fashioned folk horror type trope characters and Cold War scientist trope characters, and you'll meet those kinds of people as you explore through the game, and then still decide whether you trust them or not.
Okay.
So we got pub rules, we got crazy characters. They're all living in this open world that we're experiencing. Can you tell us more about that? How did you construct it? How big is it as well?
Stop trying to look for food.
What
Go.
Rebellion excels at is these deeply packed kind of sandbox maps. So the way that we've structured Atomfall is a series of like 5 or 6, depending on how you count, sandbox maps like the one you can see just now. And you can travel freely between them at any time. They're all thematically very, very different. And then there's loads of interiors and like large-scale story-driven locations that you might uncover, as well as bunkers that are full of loot that you might find. What we wanted to do is really lean into that densely packed kind of puzzle box. So I've spent all day watching people play the game, and no 2 playthroughs have been the same. People can approach it all very, very differently, get different experiences. As you explore the game, you'll find leads as well. So we don't have a kind of quest system. We've got leads that piece together clues that help you understand what's happening. So we built this puzzle box, this sandbox of interconnected options for the player, and then we just let them go for it. They might find a difficult, dangerous place and die, but we signpost very clearly that it's a dangerous place, and then it's kind of up to them what happens.
That's right. I love a puzzle. I'm buzzing. Yeah. We're great at solving them together, to be fair.
We could work on it. I mean, you just said that there'll be leads that players can follow. Tell us a bit about how they're equipped to do so.
It takes me about like 30 minutes
literally pulling out a metal detector and saying you find that great British tradition of finding some old coins or whatever it could be, but what are the other ways we can do that?
So you might find a lead that someone's hidden in a box under the ground somewhere. They've a bit of storytelling around it to draw the player in and make them try and understand how it fits to the game world. But there's also characters that you might find in the world. There's friendly characters that you can barter with, and they might sell you or trade something with you which has a lead in it. Or if you do some trade with them, they might get friendly to you and give you a lead. You can also have conversations with characters, and if you choose the right choices, you might get some more information from them. The way that we've approached those is the same kind of high stakes player freedom. So you can get the conversation wrong, right? You're not working your way down a list of conversation topics until they grey out and then moving on to the next one. It works more like a real conversation. So if you judge their personality wrong and say the wrong thing, they might shut down and stop talking to you. And you've pruned a chain of leads that you might otherwise have found something interesting in the game world. So you're always having these influences and layers that you may even not notice are there.
That sounds so smart. I can't wait to dive into that as well. That's so cool.
I don't know, man.
I understand there's some crafting elements in that as well, and also, metal detectors, scavenging. Can you tell us what that kind of looks like in Atomfall?
Sure. So the player's desperately trying to survive and finding materials to help them survive.
My problem is
even if they find a gun, there might be 3 bullets for the gun.
And I'm not stealthy.
They can find materials that let them craft things that help them heal or help them in combat. So Molotov
if it was
cocktails
team-based,
and makeshift
different
grenades and
because
things
I
like
wouldn't
that.
have
So you find yourself
I
trapped
wouldn't have
into
to
a corner
rely
and you can
on
make these resources that help you survive.
that because someone usually
like I say, we're trying to make sure that we find the sweet spot where you feel kind of desperate.
like when we play Baldur's Gate, everybody has different characters that do different things that we can rely on.
Quite limited as well, so you're really pushed to make these difficult choices and decide even whether you want to engage in a fight or not, whether you want to avoid
a lot of the games that were showcased showcase
choose the
today
right
are
moment and try
not
and
my
take out
cup
5
of
guys with a Molotov.
Like,
It's all really, really high
and
stakes.
it's
But
not
it
that I
makes it
don't
very
enjoy a good
rewarding when you manage to pull something off.
game.
It looks like our
Anything
player
like
right
that
now is making
either,
a
because
horrible
I
decision
do,
by
but
getting
I
into a
am a very
restricted area. Already
fantasy
seen a ribcage. I mean,
type chick,
I mean,
or
this is gonna go
a
great.
like cozy
Like I mentioned earlier, if you're
game
heading into
type
somewhere
chick.
difficult or dangerous
You
or scary,
know,
we make
I
sure
was
and
talking about,
signpost
like,
it
I don't
so,
like
you know, if you go into a place like that and then you die,
run out
you
of
go,
bullets.
you know, there was a skeleton outside.
Yeah, that one's on me.
Yeah,
exactly.
like even like
To be fair,
in cases where
so we'll
run
see about that.
like you know you have limited space in your
In terms of the player's progression then, so you're making all these decisions, you're making friends with everybody, you're crafting your gear.
or whatever.
What about
But it's a
skills,
horror
anything
game,
like that in the game?
and like I don't
skills that
mind.
help reinforce the player's ability.
I don't
to
know.
survive
I
in
enjoy the
this
story.
So there's a
in that. I
chain
don't
of
really
skills that
know
are for
if
melee
I like
combat,
resonate
ranged
or
combat.
like really
There's
like
sort of durability skills that mean you can take more
the
damage and
story
survive
in the
in
sense of,
dangerous
like, my
areas.
preference.
And then also abilities that help your overall survival, like disarming traps and things like that. So really we wanted to keep it grounded so that there's always that sense of threat and pressure, but we wanted to give you some advantage.
And he's
so you might learn
saying
a skill
it.
that lets you
Like,
throw
he's
a melee
going
weapon,
by-
and
it's
if
not
it's
that he's
bladed,
doing
it'll
the
stick
best
in
job of,
targets
like,
and things like
explaining
that.
everything either.
Just
It
to
just
help
doesn't
give you that
feel
edge over the course of the game.
personal.
As you can see in this location here, they're in a kind of dark and then scary interior. So we've got the player's progression,
there's a barrel.
but then there's also a kind of game world progression where they're uncovering a mystery. So quite literally, they have to push
What
deep
about
into
everybody
the world
else, though? Like,
into the
it's
underground
just
of the
that-
world to find these dark
I want to
and
kind of
scary
hear
places.
everyone else's perspective on
we
how
just
they
keep it-
feel
we're trying to keep
about
it tense
the
the
games
entire
that are
way
being
through the game.
showcased because
say,
it
because
seems like
there is the
everyone is
sci-fi
having the
element, but
same general
there's a bit of
like
horror vibes I'm getting too, like
feeling about
so
everything that
with
is
us
being
competing with people
showcased.
maybe on a top level, and now we've got into
At
this
least in
bunker,
my community.
There must be some.
You know, like
monsters
there's
of
probably
some
like people who are
kind.
like
Just saw a
super
little
like
glimpse
into
of
this
something
and
scary.
like, oh, this is
Interest.
a
I
cool
think push
game.
into the mystery.
Which is
you
good
will
because I
find
want the
more
developers
elements
to see.
influenced by what happened.
You
but
know,
yeah, for
but
sure.
I'm just-
I mean, like I said
I
earlier, the
personally am not
storytelling
grasped
style of
by,
the
like,
50s
oh my
and
gosh, I
60s
wanna
didn't
play
really
this.
have a division
You
between
know?
folk horror and sci-fi. There was
Like
like a
the
blend
excitement.
for a certain kind of story that was addressing the Cold War, but in a way that wasn't too political, I guess.
feels like
So,
Fallout.
you know, folk horror stories are about the division between
Right.
rural
But all the
and
things that
urban
I love about
civilization,
Fallout
and how's
aren't
the
in
tension
this.
between them, and Cold War stories are about fear of the outsiders.
Or at least
and
it's
others
not
and that
being
sort of thing. And
showcased to
there's
me.
thematic resonances between all of these different storytelling styles, which make it really easy for us
Right.
to push into these otherworldly horror elements as you push into the mystery.
Nice. That's so sick.
We've got quite an
Yes.
atmospheric
The mayhem and the
bunker, like you
chaos and
said,
everything,
as
like the
well.
little derpiness.
Have you got
I
a
was like,
favourite
okay, yeah, I
part of
like this because I
the
like being
maps that
goofy
you
with my
can
friends.
Share us with. Again, nothing. I'm really pushing it here, but
Right.
any favorite place to maybe have a picnic or anything
Right.
like that.
Well, actually, there is a
Yeah.
favorite secret place which I can tell you about a little bit. So, as the player is starting the game, they're given one lead. A person tells them that the heart
Yeah.
of this mystery is a location called the Interchange.
fair.
So to begin with, you're trying to find this place. And
Look,
as you
and like,
make
nah,
your way
because
in,
I
it's
would
all
have been, I would have
unpowered,
jumped out
it's been
and
shut
murked
down,
this
it's been
fool already,
quarantined,
like, because
and
I.
you push into it and open it up more and more, and it's like an unfurling
No, you are good at
flower
stealthy
as you
games.
find all of these leads that are the heart of the mystery. And the more you find, the more leads there are to find. So you end up in this kind of like snowball effect.
But I also like
He's just picked up a Cornish pasty.
color, vibrant, like
This is
bright
pre-Greg's
colors.
era,
I
so
like,
we'll take what we can get for now.
That's
Yeah.
brilliant. Oh my gosh.
which is fair,
I don't want to
you know, which is fair. And but even like in Fallout, like I had, I don't know,
we
like
just came out of, and then,
I
like,
really
the
enjoyed
overworld
it.
is so lush and vibrant.
I
and
just I don't
listen,
know. I
I've
don't know
been
what
to
to
the
say.
north
What
of
it is
England.
that
It's not always
is
this green,
missing
so-
for me
Sometimes,
personally.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I live in London, and it's just grey all the time. So any green I can get is good. But
This is the Lake District on a good day.
yeah, exactly. So, will we see many other types of biomes or environments in the game as well?
Yeah. So one example would be
guys,
there's a
I don't know.
woodland nearby, but it has more of a kind of spooky folk horror-ish tone.
I know a lot
As you
of
get
us
into
are
it, it
like,
feels
we're
more
just.
mysterious
I
and
know a lot of
occult,
people
and
have
there's a
dipped
kind of-
out.
There's a group of kind of pagans that if you
Yeah,
tread wrong,
everyone
they'll,
is just
cut
kind
your
of
face
like,
off
you
with,
know, disappointed
sickles.
and
Or you can find a
in the
friendly
sense of like what they've
character
seen.
who's sort of part of that group and
So-
talk your way into their compound. So we give you all these different options to, you know, for whichever faction.
It's
there
just
are,
very
ways to befriend them or get in a
underwhelming.
fight with them.
It's like in certain like I don't know why though. Like I can't really pinpoint.
I think we especially at Xbox
what it
One
is
are super excited
in
for
our
Atomfall
community
to check
that
it
is
out,
like
and maybe even
no,
come
I'm
across
not really excited about this. And that's been the
because Henry and
tone
I and Charlie
most
have
of
actually been
the
scanned
stream,
into the game,
you know. And I was like,
which we're
Diablo
very
was
excited
super
to
cool. Like I like
maybe come
learning
across
about like the
ourselves. Oh, there we are.
mercenaries and like the
There's
new
Henry
puzzles
getting
and
his
everything, and like or the new
maybe not the
co-op
most flattering
parts of the game and whatnot, and like the Diablo Immortal and whatnot. Oh, they just did that to my face in the interview.
Just as a big baby.
Which was cool and whatnot, but I didn't need. I don't know. It just like I said, just didn't grasp me the way that it might have grasped everybody else.
Sure. So we go through a highly detailed scanning process of every angle of
Yeah.
your face and different configurations.
I hope so.
Maps and things like that.
I hope so, for sure, because everybody's kind of saying the same thing, like I said.
So they're all assembled by character artists and rigged so they can animate. And then we, in the case of Atomfall, we then put that in a
because
character
usually
builder system that means we can put costumes on the characters.
They'll show at the
We might
end
crop
if they
your
are
face
or
up a
not.
bit
I'm
'cause,
assuming
they've
some
been
of them
surviving
are.
for 5
Assuming
years
some of them.
without
I know that
washing
the
machines
Aliens
and
game
soap.
is not.
And then we just find
From what
exactly the right spot for each kind
what
of
I
memorable
captured
face
yesterday.
I'm definitely looking
So
out
do
for
not
where
jump
I
up
am.
here.
If I'm on an enemy, that's okay. I've always wondered what I'd look like if I had a kick back
Yes,
to the face.
because he
So,
looked at me
this is
first
great.
like he was gonna jump, and then I
you're gonna
told
be
him
getting
no.
scanned in pretty soon.
I can't wait. As long as you put some fake eyelashes on me as well, then mate, that.
I'll make a note. Yeah.
Are you in the game as well? Have you been scanned?
No, I haven't been
Atomfall.
scanned yet.
Yeah,
You
I
have to
don't
shave
know,
a beard
man.
off.
Xbox is so cooked, no cap. They
that
need
was fun.
something big.
It was just the beard that we had to shave. Right.
I thought I
Yeah,
said
the rest was
Atomfall.
optional.
Whoops. Honestly, I cannot wait to play this game. It looks bonkers. It looks British as heck. And honestly, we're going to play it so much.
Watch your mouth there. I'm
Thank you so
crying.
much,
Nah,
honestly, for stopping
DD.
by. Enjoy the rest of your game.
No.
Yeah.
DD, no,
we are
no,
gonna
come
be,
back from
taking
lurking because
taking a
I
little
need to
look
know your
at
opinion
some other
of
games, but your game's coming out in 2025.
the showcase.
Great. But
I
next
need
up,
to know
we're gonna be
your
throwing it
opinion
back
of what you
into
saw
Age of
today,
Mythology
please,
Retold. But
if you
before
have
we
a
do
moment.
that, we do want to check out some new gameplay.
This guy does
Oh,
look
yeah,
like
the
Tex and
Sparkles are-
Aaron mixed together, bro. I'm
Check this out.
crying. Size. Yo, DD. This is probably the hypest I'm about to get. I'm so serious. What?
Hello everyone, I'm Marco Rizzo, product manager of Dragon Ball Sparking
Yeah.
Zero. Thank you for joining us today in this exciting showcase. Today we will show you some new and exciting
I'm gonna be
gameplay
honest,
footage
it doesn't
featuring
bother
characters that we
me
have
if they
revealed
want to
during
put games
opening
on
night.
PS5. It
But
literally
before
doesn't
that,
bother
let
me.
give you a
I have
reminder
all
on the two
consoles and
single-player game
PC,
modes that Dragon
so
Ball
I'll join it
Sparking Zero has to offer.
wherever I want.
Episode
But
battles
no,
and
that's not my
custom
question. Like, because obviously, like, you know, we have all the consoles too, or maybe I don't have the new gens, but I have them if I wanted to play them.
In this
You know what I'm
single-player
saying?
mode, you can take the point
Like,
of view of 8 different characters.
I want to know how you
including
feel
Goku and
about
Vegeta,
these
and enjoy
games from
famous
this
battles from
showcase
the
that
anime.
you saw
For
today.
each stage, you'll be playing through an introduction before
You know what I
heading into
mean?
some of the most
Like,
iconic fights in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super.
What
The number
really,
of
like, what are
stages
you
and
excited
battles
about
vary
from
by
watching
character.
this today?
Simple as that.
Next up is custom battle.
There we go, and that's what the
In this
general
mode,
like
players fight in battles
response
that each
has
have their own
been
original
today.
scenes. Some battles
That's
will also
what
have
everyone
different
has
victory
mostly
conditions,
said
and some
today.
might even have event
Like, these are
cutscenes
just
pop up
games that are
midway,
not
so you'll be able
for
to enjoy
us.
battles different from
You
the
know,
norm. Using
it's just
edit mode,
not.
you'll be able to freely set the
There was
characters
just
to
a
be
lot of
played,
things that
as
like
well
we
as the
weren't
pre-battle
passionate
and
about.
post-battle cutscenes in order to make your own original battle. What you've made will be able to be uploaded and viewed
Black
online
Ops
for the whole world
6,
to play.
campaigning,
so hope you enjoy sharing the
Civ
battles and
7,
situations
Indiana
that you have
Jones are the
created.
ones I'm most hype about.
Now, the
Oh yeah,
moment
all
you've been
solid
waiting for.
games.
Coming straight from the Majin Buu saga,
Oh,
Ultimate
let's
Gohan is our
go!
latest addition to the roster. After his rigorous training,
Your
he's
own
ready to show his
cutscenes?
power
That's
in an
freaking
all-out
dope.
fight against Kefla in her Super Saiyan 2 form. Enjoy!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, which is normal from Dragon Ball if you played any of the other ones and whatnot. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I would be interested in this. Like, you know, just because it's my thing. You know, so. Khalifa. Oh shit, there they go. Pointers, what's up? Everything else is hurt. Right. Also, hey everyone, hope y'all are okay. Same to you, DD. How are you feeling? Are you feeling better? A lot of the games are just rip-offs of other games. I'm tired of rip-offs. I feel that. This looks so damn good. Yeah, no, this does look good. This looks fun, you know. But you know what to expect from this. Yeah. 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 No, yeah, I'm excited about it. So I feel like I'm better, but this cough can't go away. No. Just on my way in for a 4:30 a.m. start and a 11 p.m. finish at work. Dang, you working today. You working. I feel this though. But like, if I had to choose some games, like from what I saw today, this would definitely be one. The Alien one, I liked. You know, I'm trying to think of the other things that I was excited about. The Dungeon Builder one for you for sure, and I would watch you play that. It was super cute, and I might like watch you play and be like, "Hey, can you put a like river over here or something like, you know, like, because that would be cute."
Well, in my eyes, it's even
better.
So here from World's Edge even to give us the latest on Age of
Godspeed.
Mythology
Hope it goes
welcome
smoothly.
Senior Director of Production Ernest Yen and Senior Game Designer.
DD said congratulations, but I saw your post on the threads. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now, Age of Mythology.
Age of Mythology.
Going on here at Gamescom. In general, there's loads going on anyway. But you also had a pretty epic opening night live. So I want to hear all about that. I want to hear all about the booth. I want to hear everything.
Great. So
I love her hair.
Thank you, Jeff Kelly, for
That's
showing
another thing I've been
awesome
excited about.
Trailer that we just showing opening the live last night. And
That
you
girl's
showed the
hair was
story
amazing.
of Athena talking to like the young hero, and in this case, like one of them is of course the key character Sakantos, and about this really
She does
epic,
have all my hair,
story that
like
a lot
all
of
my
our
yellow
fans
hair.
remember really fondly. So over multiple campaigns, over 50 missions, it is epic, amazing, and of course the trailer also show off like the new graphics we have in the game, looking really pretty. It is just like really cool to see. So
that's good.
Yeah. And the trailer's been fantastic because it really showcases
No,
how
this
diverse
is
each
Age of
civilization
Mythology.
is within myth. We have our Greeks, we have Egyptians, Norse,
We
and
did see Civil
Atlantean.
yesterday.
They all have their own gods, their lore, the way that they
I
play.
liked
There's
Reanimal.
just so much diversity within the gameplay. It's been really exciting.
And talking about the booth, yes, we are here, so like people can actually come.
You're just
and
over the back, over
yes,
there. You're
there's
like,
like
It's been about 2 weeks since we started in there, and I'm just
and if you come,
had
you
to
can
go
get like this
from just
awesome
want to
landing
cook for
boats,
6 hours straight
and also
open
take
a place,
pictures. So that's like really,
and
really
pretty
cool.
much being
And
elevated
by the way, this
the
is not
head
the only
chef
thing that we have
because
here.
once
So you know, on top of
the
Age
one
of
that we
Mythology
have,
Retail, we
you
also
train to
recently announced
the job,
Age of
to
Empires Mobile.
back in the
And
future
then
and go
like if
back
you
to
come
my
by the
original
booth, you
job
can get
once
this
we
like awesome like
the
pop
same
socket.
pay. What
is
the
like
hell?
amazing.
That's a lot.
So highly recommend.
Who's that?
You to get one of those as soon as possible.
I'm sorry you're going through that.
And the game is actually, we just announced that it's going to be available
But
globally on October 17th.
so long fucking days.
it's a
Yeah,
very
it
different,
seemed
very
definitely
new
like it was
experience
long
that we're
days for
expanding
sure.
Age of Empires to the
Huh?
mobile audience. So it's a game built with the awesome Timmy Studio Group, and they have crafted something that's amazing for the mobile gamers.
Oh, how exciting.
So-
I can't wait to see
yeah.
it. Amazing. Right.
There's
So
a lot going
I
on.
know you have
Go
more
back.
news to come as
I'm
we're
here.
talking
You can start
today,
streaming
but
now.
The first thing I want to talk
What?
about is that this is more
What?
of it's more than a
Start.
remastering,
We're
but it's
2
different
hours
to a
and
sequel,
31
right?
minutes
So I don't know, what in the
in.
name of gods does retold actually mean?
Right.
I wish
so,
it's
for a few years
in
now,
the
our
Mary
fans know
of
we have been
England.
building these things called like definitive
School
editions.
Pierce stream
And
over.
there's
I'm
only
crying. I
just
have to
one
get
key
back
goal
to
that we
setting
have,
up my
which
new
is we want
controller.
to build the title
Enjoy
that's
setting
in
up your new
head,
controller,
right? No,
Cruiser.
because when you actually think
Scoobert.
about the games that you grew up with and play, like you remember
Well,
fondly
one
and
day,
it's
damn.
amazing,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So, but when you actually
Fuck,
try
who
to
just-
play the original for real, and look at it and say
Okay.
like,
Thank you for the
that's not
lyric,
what I remember
Cruiser.
like, at all. So we want to build the one that's
Bro, I was like, what was
actually
that? The
had
Jelly
how
King
it
is
looks
here
like, how
though.
it
We can
feels
end
like,
this
so that's the
stream.
goal.
I'm crying.
So, and yeah, really want to thank the fans for supporting
It's almost
us for
over.
so long for all the different editions, but for Retold,
It is literally
and also for
almost
Retold, we are doing
over. This is
beyond
how we're
what
ending
we
it
have
out.
done in developed editions. So on top of all the graphics and all the gameplay from the original, we actually tweaked it and added a bunch of like new things to it as well, and it is just amazing. So
Yeah, I mean, from the design side, from the get-go, we really asked ourselves, how can we maximize our mythology? And so we've, we've got reusable god powers, which you can actually see. We've got our, approachability features like our VPS we brought in from other titles. We've got, a more
I'm
favor-based
crying.
economy, so you can build more monsters.
Maybe
and
next
our
year or
population
end of
cap is much
this,
higher now, so not only can you
if
build
I
more
can
monsters, you can just build
scrap
more
it
players.
at least,
You
or
have
scrape
more
it at
monsters.
least in
It
holiday
feels like
form.
a love letter,
Heard. You just got back
really.
from
Everything
work,
you've learned so far,
Scuba?
you're bringing back, and I love the idea of taking
How was
out
work?
what you see in your head and then making that version
No,
of the game. I think it's absolutely
damn.
wonderful. So you mentioned a little bit about god powers, actually.
It's
I know we
late.
have our very own gods wandering around at
What?
Gamescom, by the way, while we're on the subject.
yes, we have
Mommy?
invited them to the booth, so you also can actually see them. We have
Oh, duh.
Athena and Zeus here in our booth,
Uh-huh.
so come by, see them. Like, oh, you can see them on screen like that.
Zeus
Yeah.
is loose. Goodness me, where did you find that?
They
Zeus?
are amazing. That is so
Damn.
Nice. Oh,
About to
my
crush
Yes.
everybody's.
Please come
Damn.
by. It takes a lot of work for us to invite them.
It
to
was
the booth,
very.
so-
It was long, very
A lot of
long.
convincing.
Pause.
Beautiful, awesome. Okay, back
That's
to the game
good.
now. Sorry, tangent.
Can't
So,
wait
seeing
to-
the gameplay that we just saw just then.
Can't wait
it's
to
pretty clear that
drive
the team has been hard
into
work on the visuals. I think you both mentioned
AOM.
it already. So what can we expect?
Or
What
dive.
exactly
Sorry,
does
can't
that
wait to
mean?
dive into.
So for
That's good.
graphics, we
Hope
actually
you have
have
fun.
redone
I need
every
a
single
straw.
graphics that you actually see in the
Nice.
game. So
No,
like
you're fine. I'll be
every
back.
single 3D asset, every single animations, like
Yeah,
effects,
where's
all
my
of them are
dog?
completely rebuilt.
Okay, I
So
was like,
just for
I
this
don't
game.
want to hit him.
And it's amazing. The team did really good
Yeah.
work, but we want to make sure that you
Sorry,
also keep the
I'm
flavor
trying to.
of the
I'm
original,
literally just
because
trying
again,
to
we want to
fucking
build a game that people remember.
maneuver around.
So it's really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, it has been a labor of love. I'll say that much. So we've gone asset by asset, and we've just made overall improvements. We wanted everything to look and feel mythical, and so we have, our destruction effects. We support ray tracing, but like Ernest had said earlier, sometimes when we've gone back and look at these assets in 2024, we realized that we had an image in our head that was very different than blurry pixels, wrapped around a sphere. And so we had a lot of philosophical discussions because, the dev team were all major fans of the original. So, I mean, Arcantus was a big one where we were like, would he have a dimple? Or would his chin be more square? Would he have...
I want to be in those meetings, please.
They've been really
Yes.
fun. It's part Rorschach test looking at some of the assets. And then it's like labor of love. And it all comes together to make that game that we remember loving and playing.
Amazing. So if I've got everything right here, so Age of Mythology retold as complete visual overhaul, updated god powers, and larger-than-life myth units. Now, small enough to keep me interested, but is there anything else that you have to share?
Yes, definitely want to say that, remind people, one of the coolest thing that we have done for here is that we are releasing on PC and Xbox with crossplay, like at the same time. We have never done that with any Age games, so it is the first time we're releasing on multiple platforms at the same time. So really, really happy to be able to bring the game to not only the keyboard and mouse player, but to controllerless players as well. Because the game people really remember, beloved it. We want everybody to be able to play together.
And you've had some fantastic versions on the console recently, so those players will absolutely join you. Now, you also have some other really exciting things to tell us today. I know I'm really gripped for this, but what can you tell us about the Freya God
I mean, I'll drive
Oh,
into it too.
so
I'm
excited
crying.
to talk about
Here we go.
So the Freya God Pack really is kind of like a new DLC type for us. And what we really wanted to do was offer the players a new strategy type for the Norse, which is, you know, a beloved civilization from the legacy game.
It is a
that
strategy
can sometimes be very offensive in the way that it plays. And so with our Freya God Pack, we wanted to offer a defensive skew to it. So with the Freya God Pack, players will be getting 4 new god types featuring Freya, who is the god of fertility and kingship.
That's good.
And then 3
I
minor
hope they
gods,
enjoy
as well
it.
as all the things that they come with, like their myth units and their god powers.
Wow. Oh my goodness me. That's insane, by the way. 4 new gods. Amazing. Are you able to talk us through each one?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yes.
For sure.
Excellent.
So we
This
have
is-
Uller, who is the god of archery, and his myth
Wow.
unit is a Draugr, which you may see in the film here. The Draugr is an awesome myth unit. He's an undead archer, and
And
his
I used to
arrows
be
can
a big
pierce
fan
multiple
of it,
targets,
like
whatever is
back
in
in the
his line of
day.
sight.
But I
We
think
have
that
Aegir,
because
who
like
is the
there's,
god of
I don't
storms,
know.
and his god power,
I don't know,
has
man.
a horrifying
I don't know what
hailstorm
happened.
that will slow
My,
everybody
I guess
down,
my
and it's very
tastes
frosty.
changed or my
And he
interests
is one of the
have
best myth units, which
changed.
is
But
a
I
rock
mean, I
giant,
don't
and if
mind
you
playing
upgrade him,
it.
he can eat
And when I
buildings.
just wasn't one of my like, I must play this.
And our mythic age god
So how have
is,
the game, how
Vidar,
have
who is
games
the god of
been
vengeance, very
overall in the
appropriate for the mythic
showcase?
age. And so his god
For
power,
me
he calls upon
personally,
Fenrir, which is a mythological wolf.
weren't very
And Fenrir is interesting. He
exciting
has a path of
to my
destruction. He'll
personal
light
game
forests on
like
fire, and the wolf comes up in a
preference.
very scary ghostly
But
manner.
I know that
And then
like
his myth
there was a
unit
lot
is
of
actually my personal
there are a lot of
favorite.
Diablo
Another
fans
famous
out
character
there,
from
like a lot of
mythology, Fafnir, who is a
shooters
very
out
greedy
there.
dragon.
Like
Everywhere he goes, he
there's a lot of
leaves, like,
people
a
out
trail
there
of
who would
poison.
enjoy these
And if you
the
slay
games in the
Fafnir on the
showcase. There were only a
battlefield,
couple
he
that I
melts
actually
into
were
a
like,
pile
oh,
of gold
cool,
coins.
you know.
So it's been very fun to make.
I really
and very
love
fun to
how
play.
much you've fleshed out each of those. Like, yeah, that one's going to eat buildings, isn't he? Love
Yes.
it.
It's
So
amazing.
good. Wonderful.
It's amazing. I just want to do a quick reminder that Freya is going to be part of the premium edition of the game. So if you want Freya and all the both the major and minor gods, so definitely get the premium edition. And by the way, if you get the premium edition of the game, you also will be able to access the game earlier. So like the game is
Yeah,
coming
it's
out
still
September
Age of
4th,
Mythology.
But like if you have the premium edition, you can start playing on August 28th, 7 days
Sounds like
early.
a good deal to me. Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So as well as choosing your
I'm
god and
crying.
battling across this frozen north, what other new content can we expect from the Freya Gods pack?
Yes, so with the Freya God Pack, there's also a new playable level called Reagan Leaf Rally, and I won't spoil it. It's very fun. You'll get the chance to play all of the fun new myth units and god powers and techs I just mentioned. And really the best part of this level is that it does feature one of our villains from the Legacy campaign, Gargarensis, who is just a peach.
Welcome back,
it's a great
y'all.
experience.
I'm a head on out. Y'all be
I
smooth.
can't wait to unpack
You
this
too,
expansion,
Joy.
but I
Thank
need
you
to
for
ask you both,
chilling here
Ernest, Kirsten,
and
what
whatnot,
dates? I know we spoke
hanging
about
out
it,
with
but let's
us.
go over
This
them
is
one more
about
time.
to
So
end.
everyone's got them written on the calendar.
So
Yep,
I
September
appreciate
4th
you
is when the
for
game is coming
sticking
out.
it through,
But
hanging
I
out.
do want to be clear that the way that we like to build our
Get
games,
some
September 4th
rest.
is really
We'll
just the
see you
beginning.
on Friday.
So we will continue to support the game. We'll continue to do updates, balance, listen to consumer feedback, and honestly, our players are amazing. They give us really good feedback, and then we
They
can
do.
continue to improve the game.
Yeah,
So.
and part of that is, we have 2 new Pantheons coming with playable civilizations, and then we also have a new game mode, Arena of the Gods, which we're excited to talk about soon.
Ooh, how exciting. Well, thank you both so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm going to
Oh,
make
yeah,
sure I
of
get the
course.
pop socket. I'm going to make sure I get whatever these things you're wearing. I'm going to hunt you down. I'm going to get them. So thank you so much for stopping by. There are loads more Age of Mythology stuff going on for all types of gamers. But first things first, as Erson said, if you haven't already, make sure you pre-order Age of Mythology Retold Premium Edition to get the Freya Gods pack, 7 days early access, and so much more. You can play early from August 28th, and that is only 1 week from today. And that, my friends, is a wrap on day 1 from the Xbox Gamescom booth here in Germany. Join us tomorrow for Star Wars Outlaws, the latest chapter from Fallout 76 Milepost Zero, and then we'll dive into the most ambitious story arc that World of Warcraft has ever seen. And there's probably going to be so much more too. So until tomorrow, have a great day. Auf Wiedersehen.
Are there any? Okay, 3 p.m. sounds great. There were some games on there that I actually do like, but there are some. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Well, how y'all feeling about 3 hours is a long time to just view. You know, I know a lot of people were not feeling it. Well, at least in our community. I need to like, let's remember that. Like, this is just our how we feel. No, Dr. Kim. No. Dr. Kim, don't be talking to me. Don't do it. I don't know what you about to start talking about, but no. No, thank you, Dr. Kim. We not doing that. Damn, not taking that. All right. I appreciate y'all for hanging out and sticking through and hanging out with us. Let us go pass over the loves to somebody. Let's see, who do we want to? Everybody's streaming today. Oh, my brother is streaming. Yeah, well, I was talking about. Yeah. Gonna see who all is. Oh, you know where we going. You know where we're going. Can you put it in? Yeah, it's just slash read. Womp, womp, womp. All right, y'all. We're gonna go give love to the goat. Yes. So it should be going. There it is. Okay, bet. Yes, just because I couldn't see. Yeah. It might. Yeah, I would do that. Yeah. I can see the activities from the stream though, so that's the only thing. I can't see where they were from the actual stream. No way, no, don't fucking, no, don't do that fucking, don't do that raid fucking message. Don't do the, listen, do not do that fucking raid message. Absolutely not. I don't like fruit on my fucking pizza. Or not fruit, sorry. I don't like pineapples on my pizza. They're too sweet. They're too sweet. I don't like it. No. I like my fruit cold. That's why I changed what I said. I like my pineapples cold. Alright, y'all. I love y'all. We out. We out. I said, don't you do that. Don't do it.